woke up with a boner. I woke up with a hard penis. I woke up with a boner. 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 I woke up with a boner.
Bruh, I ain't trying to have all them crazy problems. Bruh, I ain't trying to have all them crazy problems. Bruh, I ain't trying to have all them crazy problems. Bruh, man's identified and that have entered dysphoria and are mentally ill.
I woke up with a boner. 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 I woke up with a boner.
The Cheeto Man's president.
With a boner.
The Cheeto Man's president. Know what I'm saying? The Cheeto Man's president.
With a boner.
Free hot Cheetos. So anyway, I gotta bounce. Yeah, I got a meeting. Gotta bounce, got a meeting. Yeah, I gotta bounce. Yeah, I got a meeting. Gotta bounce, got a meeting. Yeah, I gotta bounce. Yeah, I got a
boner.
Gotta bounce, got a
boner.
Yeah, I gotta bounce. Yeah, I got a meeting.
With a hard penis. I woke up with a boner. 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 I woke up with a boner.
Bruh, I ain't trying to have all them crazy
Boner.
Bruh, I ain't trying to have answers identified.
Boner.
Bruh, I ain't trying to have all them crazy
Boner.
Bruh, hands identified and that
A hard penis. I woke up with a boner. I woke up with a hard penis. I woke up with a boner. 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 I woke up with a boner.
Bruh, I ain't trying to have all them crazy problems. Bruh, I ain't trying to have all them crazy problems. Bruh, I ain't trying to have all them crazy problems. Bruh, hands identified and that have entered dysphoria and are mentally ill.
I woke up with a boner. 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 I woke up with a boner.
The Cheeto Man's president.
With a boner.
The Cheeto Man's president. Know what I'm saying? The Cheeto Man's president.
With a boner.
Free hot Cheetos. So anyway, I gotta bounce. Yeah, I got a meeting. Gotta bounce, got a meeting. Yeah, I gotta bounce. Yeah, I got a meeting. Gotta bounce, got a meeting. Yeah, I gotta bounce. Yeah, I got a
Boner.
Gotta bounce, got a
Boner.
Yeah, I gotta bounce. Yeah, I got a meeting.
With a hard penis. I woke up with a boner. 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 I woke up with a boner.
Dan Sapman gifted a tier 1 sub to alarm_frog.
Trying to have answers identified.
Boner.
Bruh, I ain't trying to have all them
Dan Sapman gifted a tier 1 sub to Wonder Chef Cooks. Dan Sapman gifted a tier 1 sub to Brian012698. Dan Sapman gifted a tier 1 sub to cheerful_chorus. Dan Sapman gifted a tier 1 sub to Espèce de Couette. When the bass is ball, also coffin I guess.
Yo, what up, gamers? How's everybody
Yo,
doing? I'm awake at 8:30 p.m. This is a huge moment for me over the course of the last several days. And we've got a dog. How you doing, dog?
We got the dog in the house. I'm living. I'm doing it big.
We got a very snootiful Cantio here.
I've gone snoot mode.
Lawless dog? I mean, in some states, yeah, probably.
Damn true.
But, yeah, my setup is currently kind of whack, so I'm just, like, standing around. Literally standing
I can't
around.
conceive of what you did to make you need to be standing right now.
Well, you know what? That gives me a very fine opportunity to introduce a lot of what we're going to be doing here today, and a lot of showing off cool shit. Because we bought a lot of cool shit. And I don't think I can really make the argument of all of this stuff being tax deductible, despite it being utilized on stream. But, you know, maybe if I needed to. But we're going to be talking about MFF. We're going to be talking about convention stuff that we got up to. And with this most recent MFF, there's a lot of overlap between buying stuff and stuff we did. Because
The dealer's den was so big.
there was so much stuff to buy from. It was ridiculous.
I think the thing I saw said it was like 50% more vendors than last year.
Yeah, that sounds about right.
It felt like it for sure.
They had they had more than 3 artists packed into one booth in the adult section. It was crazy.
Yeah, the adult section was real.
It was a real adult section. Unfortunately, that adult section did have, due to it being larger, it did have space for 3 diaper booths.
I think it was 4.
Between which apparently there was beef. Apparently there was drama.
In the description, there was some like implications of like, we're the good ones. You don't need to go to those other ones.
I think when you went up on your mic there, you you went a little blast mode, but yeah, there was booth drama apparently in the background.
I don't think it was real drama, but there was definitely an implication that you should go to one over the others.
Yeah. Alright, so let me...
And I mean, when it's just like a straight up product like that you use, I guess that makes a bit more sense than like artists having beef with each other in the dealer's den.
Yeah, I guess so. So. Hi. Hello, chat. Hi. I have hands. Because... Echo. Hold up. Oh. I think I know what's causing it.
Whoa.
My fucking webcam.
Only I can have hands.
There you are. So I had to redo my webcam setup, and in doing so it snuck in an additional audio device.
Ooh, your 14th audio device.
I didn't notice an additional audio device because it showed up like off to the right of all of my other audio devices on the audio mixer. So like the only thing that changed was the bar, like the little scroll bar was slightly longer. So, Uh, I got stuff. Should I start with shirts or should I start with prints? The prints are the most
What?
likely thing to get me in trouble, so that's exciting.
Yeah, get in trouble first.
All right, I can get in trouble first. Bam. So, Dog, could you identify the artist on this one? Because
That is Creeps or Art by Creeps.
so yeah, we got some very fancy. These are like very nice prints. These are very glossy prints. Uh, went over to their booth and was Dog recognized them immediately because of course he did. But went over to the booth and just started looking at their prints and was just like, damn, they've got some really cool stuff. Hey, you can see the signature down there in the corner. Really cool stuff. And so Dog was just like, well, I got to get one print. And so he picked out the print that he wanted pretty quickly. And then, uh, and then he was like, well, maybe I'll get a second print. And I saw that there was a deal for like buy 3 get 1 free, and I was like, well, if you're getting 2 prints, then maybe I could get a print and then you get a third print.
That's how they get you.
And
That's how you can never buy one print. Because
That's
what
right.
if you want a second print, and then you might as well get 4 prints, and then might as well get 8 prints at that point.
You
Gotta
can't
get a clean dozen. I mean,
you can't buy one of fucking anything at MFF. Everything's got deals. And that's how we ended up with. So this is not even all of the stickers, and it has formed a pile of this size. There is a thickness to the sticker pile. And that's
it
just
has
mine.
really evolved to just everything has like a buy 2 get 1 free, buy 3 get 1 free, etc.
It's incredible.
Buy 5 get $1 off.
I think you got to bring your gain a little bit lower. You're peaking. We had some tech issues. We were gonna start
Maybe you're
like
peaking. You ever think about that? Maybe your earphones are peaking.
we were gonna start this like half an hour or more ago, but there were problems. Dog hurt me with audio. Acquire a sticker book. So I have a sticker book. I got it at A&E. I think I showed it off during the last convention recap stream. I just haven't actually put them in there yet. I don't think I've put anything in there yet. I've been slacking.
You can just move them around after you put them in there. That's the beauty of the sticker book.
Oh, yeah. So I think this is the most likely print to actually get me in trouble, because the other one that is slightly more likely to get me in trouble, I'm going to censor a little bit. So, we got this one.
You really have me at 100% on Discord?
Yeah.
That's crazy. I just listened to myself on stream and cranked myself down more.
Yeah, you were a bit loud there. Engine Trap. This is going to be one of her last appearances at a convention for a bit.
One of her last appearances at America,
Yeah.
more accurately.
Yeah. Turns out if you're not from America, America doesn't like that right now. This is pretty fucked up. But
And it's getting worse.
while we got the
Yay.
opportunity, we got some stuff from her booth, because Engine Trap does really good content, really good art, stickers, prints, etc.
Yeah, she rules.
And then this one's really tall, so this one may also be a little awkward to show off, aside from having to censor it a little bit. So in order to censor it, I'm going to be using these 2 stickers from Shakotan Art? Shakotan Bunny? Artist that draws the big titty rabbit ladies.
And what will you be using to censor those?
Well, we're past that. But I got Lagotrope a standee of this character. It's not the same art of this character, but I got him a standee of that character. It's currently in his room. I can't show it off. I'm sorry. So this, yeah, it's very long. But this is a print from Cephive Dulab, who has done a lot of extremely cool art. And yeah, they're a lot of their prints are like shit. What's the term? Screen printed. They do cool stuff with prints. And this one is very artsy, very cool. Those are a lot of work. Yeah. So
I've entirely forgotten the terms.
yeah. Speaking of a lot of work, while I was visiting one booth, there was another booth that had like neat looking stuff in the booth next to them. So I started taking like a quick look at the booth next to them, and oh, cool stuff. How's business been? It's been a little slow this year. I think some people aren't really aren't as into some of the higher quality stuff that we're offering here. And so that booth, I did not I if I had their business card, I have since lost it. But they were like, "Oh yeah, so check out the material on this jacket. The material from this jacket, yeah, it's from the same source as the same material that Supreme uses." And I was like, "Cool."
Oh, brick.
And then I looked at the price tags on some of the apparel they had on offer, and I was like, "Oh, that's why business has not been super great for you guys." Because there's a lot of competition when it comes to just shirts and such. And if you were charging triple digits for articles of clothing, you're gonna be fighting a hard battle. But yeah, got some cool prints. Generally, try not to go super hard on prints these days, because where am I going to put prints?
Just on your wall. More insulation.
And there's one booth that we always... Actually, here. So, here's the badge that I had. And you can see from one of my little tags that I learned a pigeon fact. There's one booth, My Arm Can Fly. She is usually at MFF. And for $1, you can learn a pigeon fact, and then you get one of these fun little tags. And they also make fun little needlepoint critters. So this is a Miaramo. It's like a Marimo, like one of the little moss ball things, but it's a cat. And I had been intending to purchase one of these for a while now, and so this year I finally did. So
we finally got something besides 20 pigeon facts.
Yeah, we've gotten at least $20 worth of pigeon facts at this point.
Because we both get a pigeon fact, and we usually pay for several other people's pigeon facts that we're with.
Oh yeah. So should we start talking about our journey over the course of this this convention?
The food journey.
Yeah. So well, that is that is one of the first things that happened. The trip over there, pretty uneventful. The train ride was fine. Dog was experiencing some temperature issues this year, though.
Dude, I'm cold all the time. My
Yeah,
poor
so
little feetsies, my little paws would get cold.
LawyerDog has gotten fit to the point that he no longer has sufficient body fat to keep him warm in the winter.
I
And
was wearing double socks and it's not enough, man.
I'm like, anytime I have my coat on, I'm just like a little warm. Like, maybe I could get away with like taking the coat off. And so I'm wearing like some running shoes that are like super thin, super breathable material on top. I'm wearing those, like just a regular pair of socks. I've got my coat open, and dog is over there like quadruple layered, double socks, leather shoes, coat, hat, mitts. Like,
I'm never going to get used to being cold. I didn't used to be cold.
yeah. And even though it is like a sustained like 75 or higher degrees in my room all the time now because it's cold downstairs and so the heat is on and so it gets hot upstairs. I still have maintained some amount of my cold resistance, so
A t-shirt is not enough for anyone at MFF. It's too cold for t-shirt.
yeah, like in the Chicago area, it's fucking windy. Like, the problem isn't necessarily just the ambient temperature. If you are, like, if you are not getting hit by the breeze, like, and you're like thick-skinned, you got some cold resist, if you're living that kind of life, like, yeah, outside of the wind, you could probably get away with, like, less clothing, especially if you're not going to be outside for long. But when that Chicago wind hits you, whoo!
I was
Fucking
on 4
chilly.
layers on the way there.
Yeah, poor dog freezing to death. Meanwhile, I'm like, man, maybe I should have just worn a jacket instead of a coat. This is a bit much. But yeah, the trip over wasn't too bad. We did end up at the worst hotel that we were signed up to potentially get rooms at.
I did so much research to get my stupid hotel order perfect, and we got the dead last one.
Yeah, great,
And it was worse than I thought it would be
great fursuiting
because
weather,
of
absolutely. Uh,
the situation with the shuttles was a hell
yeah,
of a thing.
yeah. So like the hotel room itself, totally fine. Like the hotel itself, totally fine. In terms of like, if it were just a stand, like if there were no greater context around the hotel, if we're rating the hotel based off of just like you walk into the hotel, you go up to your room, like maybe you have some amenities, maybe not, but just like the room was nice enough. The hotel itself was nice enough. It sucks that the continental breakfast they had, you did have to pay for it. A little cheapskatey. Didn't like that. The problem was the here, let me illustrate this a little bit. Here, where can I find some objects? I've got random objects on my desk. So this is us on the shuttle, right? Here is one hotel, here is the other hotel. We are in this hotel. The shuttle arrives at this hotel. And you may think, oh, well, how close were they? They share a parking lot, basically. Like, they're like you've got the parking lot for this one over here, parking lot for this one over here, and there's a divider here. The problem being, there's no gap that leads between the parking lots, and there was a lot of snow. So, right along the barrier between the two parking lots, there is a large wall of snow
It
that,
had just been like 9 inches of snow.
yeah. So, we had to fucking mount an expedition to climb over the barrier between the two parking lots because, like, if the street was, like, over here, there's no walkway to get from either hotel directly to the sidewalk along the side of the road. You would have to like walk along you would have to like walk under the fucking barricades, the little gate things where you have to like get a ticket to go into the parking lot. So, yeah, getting between where the shuttle drops us off and our hotel was a pain in the ass every single time. There was just
The
no
only
easy
real
way to get
solution I
there.
can the only real solution I can think of is just like someone getting out there with a shovel and packing the snow down.
Yeah, like the best way that we had for getting from like to and from the shuttle was just following the desire path of dozens of furries before us walking through the snow and tromping down the snow. Yeah, we basically just like constructed a ramp by walking over it. It was so annoying. Especially when
It
we
then
were
snowed
first.
even more.
Yeah, it snowed even more and then we were back to square one trying to make a path. It was such a pain in the ass. So like this hotel was like a decent ways away from the convention center. It was a 10-15 minute shuttle ride and then 10-15 minute shuttle ride back. So like it was kind of inconvenient, and then the fucking parking lot situation just made it a bad hotel to be staying at for this.
It also had no location benefits of being like right next to Portillo's like a couple are.
Yeah, it was in the middle of nowhere. There was like nothing around it.
It was like in walking distance, it was places that were like 40, 50 plus dollars a person to eat,
Yeah.
and or walking like a mile to Small Cheval.
We did get
We
Small
just
Cheval
had
delivered many times over the
yeah.
course of this weekend. That place is pretty good. Got a lot of tenders. But Small Cheval was not the only food that we had kind of planned for. We knew that we were probably going to get Small Cheval over the course of the weekend because we figured out, hey, they do good milkshakes, they do good tenders, they're relatively cheap, and they're quick to deliver. Fantastic. Love it.
I had so many milkshakes.
Yeah. So, we so we get there Thursday. We have to tromp our way across the parking lot to get our bags to the room. Then back to the convention center, and we got our badges pretty pretty smoothly. Like it was like there was a pretty sizable amount of people at registration, and we still got through in about 45 minutes.
And like the high end of time was like an hour, hour 20 or something from what I heard.
Yeah, MFF has gotten a lot better about like registration being fast. And because I am currently going through a legal name change, there was a bit of a kerfuffle at the desk, but there was some like the person that I had ended up at uh to get my badge didn't know, but the person next to them knew exactly what to do in this situation, which makes
I feel
sense.
like that's gotta come up a few
That's gotta
times.
come up, you know? Furries be getting name changes. What with the transness and
Mostly they
such.
be procrastinating on name changes in my
Well,
experience.
Yeah.
Of the people I know that are like probably getting name changes, you procrastinated the least.
What? That's crazy.
Well, it also became extremely easy in our state to get the name change.
True. It used to be you had to, like, submit your intention to change your name to a local newspaper for 2 weeks, and how to do that was a fucking mystery, and they were just like, just do it. I don't know. Oh, okay. As soon as they got rid of that requirement, things were pretty good. Things were pretty easy. The big problem for me was they just do name changes. They do the name change, like, court hearing in batches, and and they do it every other Tuesday, and the next Tuesday from when I had originally tried to arrange for the court hearing, I called, and the next court hearing to do that would have been like a week away. And the lady told me, like, oh, but there's a federal, like, a a fucking court holiday or something. There was some kind of holiday, and so we're just not doing the next one. So I can get you in 3 weeks. I was like, oh, okay. Bummer. Uh, but all of that aside, the legal process for getting the name change was definitely not as bad as it could have been. Public notices to meet the letter of the law for we gave people a chance to complain too late now. I think part of it may have been to keep people from doing the old changed my name to dodge the tax collectors and the debt collectors and shit. Like, maybe. I don't know. They don't do that here anymore, and that's nice. Anyways, MFF. So we got our badges. Went pretty smoothly. Things went pretty well. It really was you pay up. I do have debt under my name, but as long as they don't manage to collect from me by September, it doesn't fucking count anymore, so fuck them. Anyways, MFF.
It's only dead if they can catch you. And that's legal advice.
It's been... there's, like, a statute of limitations. There's, like, certain kinds of debt just go away if they fail to collect it within a certain amount of time. I don't know why that's how it works, but I'm glad that's how it works, I guess.
Skill issue.
Yeah. Like, damn, you should have hired better debt collectors, I guess.
Both of his legs are intact.
Yeah, I have never broken a knee. Yet. But yeah, so Thursday, got our badges. We basically, like, got our badges, got Small Cheval, and went to bed. As I recall. Oh, we watched Germa. We watched a lot of Germa over MFF weekend. Because I brought my Switch and was able to connect my Switch to the TV. So...
Brought my Switch named Germa.
He might be. I don't know. I brought my Switch, brought the dock, brought the power cable, and an HDMI cord. And this is like my strat. Like, fuck trying to bring a whole laptop for this case. Just, like, bring the Switch. As long as the Switch can connect to the hotel Wi-Fi, we're golden. But I did have to move a lamp because all of the power outlets behind the TV were taken up, and one of them was taken up by the, like, television control thingy. And I feel like I may have gotten in trouble if I took that out. So in order to get in order to have an extension cord, I used the very heavy lamp off of the desk. And like used the lamp as an extension cord to plug in the Switch. And so we watched Jerma's playthrough of Dragon Lore over the course of the weekend. It was great. But yeah, Friday rolls around and we had a plan for Friday.
We had a great plan.
We had a great plan.
And it went well for everyone.
Your boss, who knows you're a furry, was traveling to Chicago. On Slack, you get a message. I'm at a hotel and there's fursuits everywhere. Hell yeah.
Hell yeah.
Love to see normal people interacting with furry conventions. Okay, so here, let me. I'm just gonna add in another little decoration to enhance the visuals. This charm, it's a fun little cat kunai, and it is from Ukiyo Mimi.
Yeah.
And we got a very special something from them, which we will show off when we're showing off LawyerDog stuff.
I can't believe they had it.
I can't believe they had. I almost missed it. It would have been so sad if I did. So, our plan for Friday was we had ordered catering. There was a small catering service that an artist that we know that is usually at MFF, Zray, who did this little Christmas ornament cat. Our Christmas tree, which I never take down because I'm lazy, has a bunch of their Christmas ornaments on it.
Well, you would take it down right after Christmas. You're just not here.
True. And then it's been up for too long after Christmas, and then it just has to stay up.
Yeah.
So, we heard great things about this catering service, and so ahead of time, we had placed some orders, and we had placed some orders, and we saw like, hey, you can come pick up your orders at this location at this time. Like depending on your time slot, you know, you could order, hey, I want food on this day at this time at this location. And so we arranged for the food. So we had arranged for food for myself, Cult, Acker, and LawyerDog. And so we had 4 meals and some snacks. So like, everyone else had gotten like proper meal bundles. So there were like empanadas, beef and veggie. There were these like hot dogs wrapped in like a croissant kind of thing that had like cheese and a gochujang sauce. All of these meals came with a drink. They came with like extra cookies and stuff. And I had ordered lumpia. And lumpia is like a savory Filipino, I believe, egg roll type thing.
Sense.
It's usually served with like a chili sauce kind of thing. It's kind of like a cross between an egg roll and a taquito. Like they're small, like they're usually thin, and usually small, but usually you get like a lot of them. The lumpia in question, apparently there are like there's a variety of lumpia. These were not like the big lumpia. These were the little fried lumpia. Yeah, it's like kind of like a spring roll with pork in it. I love lumpia. Last Christmas, my sister's fiance's parents had made us a big tray of lumpia, and it was so good. It was so delicious, and so I get excited now anytime I see lumpia. And there's a place nearby that recently opened up called the Lumpia House. And I was like, oh shit.
It turns out you could just eat lumpia for every meal of every day because they sell them frozen in bulk.
Yeah, yeah. So I was all excited about having some lumpia from this service, which apparently they do really good food. This catering service. You know, rave reviews from everybody who had had their food. And so I was like, oh boy, I'm going to have some lumpia. I'm going to have some cookies. They got brownies. Like, oh man. So we were supposed to get our food at Friday at noon, right? Or was it Friday at 10?
Friday at noon to 12:30 was the time window we had.
Right. Right. So we had like gone into the dealer's den just to like take a look around for a bit. And then we came back out for food. So I guess that gives us an excuse to talk a little bit about the dealer's den. The dealer's den is fucking huge this year.
It's so big, dude.
They changed the part of the Rosemont Convention Center that they have the dealer's den in. So now, I don't have a thing that has a map. They didn't give out like programs this year. But like the part of the convention center, I have objects. So like they have a central area where that connects a couple of different areas. So like this is registration. Registration lives over here. And normally what you had to do was there was this like central like meeting area where there's usually like a place where you can get fudge. There's a Starbucks here, just like a big open area where people usually congregate. Like this is a good place to just like get pictures of people fursuiting and in costumes and stuff like that. And then registration is basically just a big open area that only exists for you to go and get your badge. It used to be that there was like an escalator in this area, and you would take the escalator upstairs, and then Dealer's Den would live in this other space up here. The thing about that other space is the top of the escalators become a fucking problem, because the escalators are also like one of the main ways that you would go to the hotel, where like game rooms and like some other event space also lives in the other hotel. So the top of the escalator became a clusterfuck every time. But there is space like back here. There is a big space opposite the registration area that was usually taken up by just like an oddities expo, the World Oddities Expo or something like that. It's just like basically a smaller convention where they would just have a bunch of weirdo stuff going on. Sometimes they would have like other conventions, like wasn't there like a yo-yo thing one year? There was a racing thing one year, just like RC car racing or slot car racing or something. I don't know. But this year, the Dealer's Den was in this space. And it turns out the space that was upstairs is fucking tiny compared to this space, because this space spread like all the way out. And so you walk in, like you walk into the dealer's den. Over here, there is a couple of larger booths, like Mr. Kitty's booth was over here, which I have a bunch of their shirts. Uh, they do a lot of good stuff. And then, like, further over here was the adult section, which was a whole section this year, instead of being like a shame corner. It was like, wow, they actually gave space for adult creators. There was still, like, the Bad Dragon booth. I think the Bad Dragon booth took up almost as much space as the entire adult section from last year.
It wasn't that severe, but it did seem quite large.
Yeah, the Bad Dragon booth was gigantic. There were a couple of other dildo sellers, some leather accoutrement booths.
They had people selling ding dongs for fursuits.
Yeah. But there were also just a lot of adult artists there, which was really nice, including Tansy, who we hung out with over the course of the weekend. Let me get.
He's a cool guy.
Bam!
Hell yeah.
Cool Krampus.
He's a
dog
real
who
life
can draw?
dog. It's kind of nuts that there's like a real life dog that can draw.
So, the adult section was pretty cool. Bray also was living over in the adult section, and I think had lines competitive with the Bad Dragon booth.
Bray had some hella lines. Tansy had some hella lines. It was hard to get to Tansy when we first tried to.
Yeah, the thing about Tansy's lines was Tansy was like the first artist like that you would see when you get into the adult section. So, got a lot of attention. I also got a Bray sticker. There wasn't
I feel
a
like
lot.
that probably wasn't even that much of it because like people would normally just like see the line and then move on, but people were just sticking in the line and making it longer. Like we would go around and come back, the line's just longer than it was before.
Yeah. So, good on him. You know, it was very good to see Tansy doing well.
Yeah.
But yeah, we explored the adult section. The adult section was pretty cool to check out. And so
Santa Tansy and his helper elf Maple.
yeah. So the adult section lived like over here. And then there was like a bunch of tables in one section. There was only like 2 or 3 booths that were selling like food and drinks, but it seemed like they had designed a food court area. They just didn't actually have a food court to support the food court. But then
I didn't even notice that there were people selling food.
yeah. So there were like a couple of booths and then the adult section. But then, like, over here, there was just a massive area over here. Like, it just kept going in this direction. Booths upon booths. And at first, it looks like, oh, well, you know, the area that they gave the dealer's den was pretty big. Like, there was a lot more space for like, the bulk of the dealer's den. But they made the aisles between the booths much wider. There was a lot more walking space. You know, surely it just looks bigger than it actually is. And then you start actually walking through the dealer's den, and it's like, oh no, like there's more Like, there's a lot more walking space, much more comfortable, but it kept fucking going. It was so big. So we got through like two aisles of the dealer's den before we realized, like, oh shit, it's already time for us to go like pick up the catering. And so, we had spent some time looking around, but there was still so much to see. But we skedaddled. We headed out to where we were supposed to wait for the food. We were there, a couple minutes early. LawyerDog was keeping track of their Telegram channel, just seeing if there were any delays. And there were some delays.
I tried to pick the spot that I thought would be easiest for everyone involved, and I think it was probably the hardest for everyone involved.
Well, that spot was like, that was the spot they advertised as being a spot to pick up the food, right? Like, it was not
It was one of the choices.
Yeah, it wasn't your idea to go wait at the fountain. But there was a fountain outside. So, like, this area, going back to my shitty little diagram, there was this area, there was registration. Off this way was where there was like a hallway, there was an indoor fountain, and then there like a bunch of the panels lived over in this zone. But then directly in this direction, there was the area where the shuttles lived. And so there was like a loop of road where shuttles and taxis and stuff would live. And then in the middle of the loop, there was a fountain. And the fountain didn't actually have water because it's winter. So it was a fountain, but it was just lights. And it had like 4 smaller fountains that were filled with Christmas trees that were all done up. It's a nice little area, and it's an area where a lot of fursuiters go out to get pictures taken. Santa was also out there getting his picture taken at one point over the weekend. That was fun. Part of the problem is that it was outside. And LawyerDog was struggling.
I was a cold dog.
And around the edge of the fountain, the fountain is designed so, like, you were supposed to be able to sit on, like, the edge around the fountain, just as, a place to exist. But due to the material it was made out of, and the fact that it was approximately cold degrees outside, sitting on the edge of the fountain was kind of like placing your ass on the Cold Stone Creamery marble. It was...
Which Hat knows from experience.
It was really cold. So we spent a lot of time just like standing. Sometimes one of us would sit down in hopes that like our body heat would warm the thing up in time for it to not be miserable, and that was not ever the case. And over time it's just like, oh, okay, they made a post saying that they're running a bit late. And I was like, okay, that's understandable. It's busy. This is their first like big convention that they're doing this service for. And there was another delay. Dog got a direct message from them saying like, hey, we're going to be heading over there soon. Sorry for the delay. We're running a bit behind, but we're gonna get your food to you. It's like, okay.
And this was on Telegram. I was making great sacrifices for this food.
Yeah.
I had to use Telegram.
LawyerDog is more than 25 years old and he was forced to use Telegram. I need everyone to really appreciate how much he put on the line for this food. The food was quite late. The food was...
It was 20 minutes outside the window. It wasn't that bad.
Yeah, so it was like, you know, we were originally hoping for the food at about noon because none of us had eaten, and we got the food somewhere close to 1. Who needs Telegram? People who want to interact with people who only use Telegram. Which is more and more of a problem with trying to arrange things at conventions with furries. Pain in the ass. I have to know if the food was cold by the time it got to you. So, no. The food that we got was not cold.
It was quite warm.
Yeah,
It wasn't like piping hot, but it was quite warm.
Yeah, most of the food was like surprisingly warm considering like it seems like rather than running the food outside, because there are two ways to get between, you know, let's call this the conventions the hotel and we'll call this the convention center. Like you can go indoors from the hotel to the convention center. Problem being, you have to take this very winding loop-de-loop fucking skywalk pathway in order to get from one place to another. Now, it is faster and more direct to go outside, out to the street, and then, like, walk along the sidewalk, and then get back inside to the convention center that way. They didn't do that. They took the skywalk, so, you know, the food was not outside for long at all. And it seems like they had some kind of system for keeping the food warm and all that. So, you know, by the time we
You're
finally
so real
got
for that, Hyena Mancer. We gotta fight back against Telegram.
Yeah, I mean, it's important to put up a fight, but also sometimes it's important to just, like, man, I just want to get my food. I want to get my catering, or I want to be in contact with this person who is trying to arrange for dinner, and there's like 7 people involved in that dinner that are only on fucking Telegram.
It being 20 minutes outside the window is whatever. I just would have liked to know I didn't need to wait outside.
Yeah, so like...
I think the main thing is that there should have just been a different end delivery point.
Yeah, so, like, the delivery point didn't need to be outside. The delivery point, like, it would have been nice if, like...
When they came from inside to our outside, I was like, what are we doing here?
There was an inside fountain. There's a fountain inside, like, right here. It's closer to where they would have gotten to. Like, they would have gotten to that fountain quicker and easier. But, you know,
I thought Santa was gonna pop out of a vehicle and hand it to me or something.
Yeah, like, that would have made a little more sense, but...
I want to just walk to wherever they were.
Yeah, but that was not an option. And so, you know, the
food was so good, dude.
Yeah, so despite all of the issues, despite the delays, like, you know, they had some communication issues, but there's a reason for that. We'll get to that. So they finally got us our food. And as they were handing over our food, they were like, "Oh, we forgot the lumpia. We're gonna go back and we'll bring it back to you." And we were like, okay. And I was like, well, bummer. It's going to take me even longer to get my food. I'm already quite hungry. But if they're going to get it back to us, they're going to get it back to us. And so we found a place to sit down.
That was super clutch. There's like only one place to sit down and eat there.
Yeah, we got extremely lucky. Like, I had scouted out some places that we could potentially be ahead of time. Like, there were a couple of
The scouting was
tables.
basically, oh, we could sit on the floor here, or we could sit on the floor over here.
Well, there were the tables, like, upstairs, up the escalator, which was near where we were. Up the escalator, there was there were a couple of tables. And so,
there were,
like,
counters.
Yeah, counters. But, that would have been a place that we could have sat, like, had our food, so we didn't just have to eat, like, on the floor, But we ended up getting
up and ate like adults.
we got like a couple of seats around a little table. So like it was perfect. Like we had seats, we took up enough of the seats that people weren't trying to like get into the seats with us, so we had like full claim to some seats and a table. It was great. Fantastic. For everyone who had their food, which did not include me. And they told us they were going to come back with the lumpia. And so, I'm sitting there, I'm watching everybody else eat their food, and everybody spends the next half hour talking about how fucking good their food was. Everybody, like... Acker fucking...
It's the best food in Rosemont, probably.
Oh, undeniably. Well, Fogo is probably better food, but it was a fraction of the price of Fogo. I mean, you might say that it's even better than Fogo, but
I would probably say it's better than Fogo.
It's
hard to ignore the fact that Fogo costs $1 million and is definitely terrible for you.
Yeah, there is that.
As opposed to costing not $1 million and being, like, good for you.
Yeah. So, everybody was eating their food. Acker stole a fucking hot dog from LawyerDog. Well, he stole it by ignorance. Willful ignorance, in a way. So
I was asking around and looking at different packages and being like, is my hot dog around here anywhere? And Acker is meanwhile just chowing down on his triple hot dog.
So LawyerDog had ordered an additional hot dog to go with his meal, because LawyerDog usually
I ordered the most food possible because I was a hungry boy.
Yeah, LawyerDog usually eats one meal a day, so he had ordered extra food for himself. And so
I did, Acker. You said one hot dog, and I got you an extra hot dog.
Yeah.
You were gonna be over there with a single hot dog, dude.
So LawyerDog had ordered himself an extra hot dog on top of his big meal, and as he was trying to figure out, like, where his additional hot dog went, Acker was, by his own words, scarfing it down. Acker...
I thought Acker was just eating really slow. I didn't know he had a third dog.
Yeah, so in Acker's, like, meal box, because all of the meals came in, like, a cardboard box. In Acker's meal box, he had an empanada and 3 hot dogs. And LawyerDog was just like...
No, he just had 3 hot dogs.
Oh, he didn't get the empanada?
The meals were empanada or hot dog.
Okay.
I got a sampler of one of each.
Oh, I see. Yeah, LawyerDog was trying desperately to find his extra hot dog, and Acker was just like, and it was like a sitcom bit, because I recall looking over and seeing LawyerDog trying to locate his additional hot dog, and Acker had earbuds in and was like face completely buried in his box of food.
It's impossible to tell if Hacker can hear you or not.
Yeah, Acker will often have earbuds in, and he is often listening to something, but sometimes he can hear you.
Sometimes you can only hear Germa.
Yeah, sometimes he can only hear Jerma, sometimes he can only hear a group chat that has like 12 people in it and nobody's talking. But Acker was
The
just...
hot dog The hot dog was the thing I ended up liking the least, though. I never would have a million years gotten an extra veggie empanada.
And yet, apparently, the veggie empanada, LawyerDog, renowned vegetable hater,
Renowned toddler.
renowned, renowned chicken nuggets and ketchup aficionado, fucking loved the veggie empanada. And so
Yo, they had ingredients in there.
I'm sitting there, and I had gotten a can of Coke, because the lumpia was not like a meal, so we got an additional drink, and so I had my drink. I had my can of Coke, which I didn't open because I was waiting for my lumpia. I was sitting there with an unopened Coke. After like 20-30 minutes of getting no response on the status of my lumpia, I had a cookie, and the cookie was really good. They had like chai flavored oatmeal cookie sandwiches, which was like 2 chai flavored oatmeal cookies with some like cream filling between them. It was delicious. It was so good. And so I knew the food was good. Everybody was talking up a big game about how good the food was.
I mean, the cookies were pretty good, but they were no empanada.
So I was waiting. I was waiting for my lumpia. And after like an hour of not getting any response from the catering people, and we saw that the catering people were still just like fucking busy. Like, they... Because there were multiple time slots, too. There was, like, at, like, 3, they were supposed to deliver to the dealer's den folks for lunch. Like, you could pay a little extra, and they would deliver straight to your booth. And so it seemed like a really good system. It seemed like the way to go if you wanted food. And I didn't get my lumpia. And so I just had to carry on with my day, hungry. Because after like an hour of wait, like, you know, we got our table, everybody ate, and that took, 20 minutes, half an hour. And then we waited for like an additional half an hour after that, and people were like gradually branching off to go and off and do their own things because they had eaten. They had their food. They weren't just going to sit around waiting. And eventually it was like, well, I guess we'll just carry on. And so back to Dealer's Den we went. Everybody had their delicious food but me. And then we go back to Dealer's Den, and my God, Dealer's Den was so big. There was so much. Let me get the shirts. Anything else you want to bring up while I'm bringing out the shirts?
The food was really good.
Man,
I don't know if you know this, but the food was really good.
can I flip this around? There we go.
It could be written off so easily if the food wasn't so good. It would be so easy not to care.
So this shirt was by Prince by Dawn. They have done some uh, really cool art of like cats as different D&D classes, and they do really fancy ink prints of them. And so this year they also had shirts, and so I got a cool shirt with a cat warlock kind of looking kind of thing. And these are nice shirts, good material. All of them are just like canvas.
Yeah, I see that tag. I see that brand.
They're
That's
good
shit, good
shirts.
shit. That's what you want to see.
Yeah, and so most of these shirts were. So they got a little logo on the back there. I got a cool maned wolf shirt.
It's a really good maned wolf.
That's a really good maned wolf. And guess what else? That's a really good maned wolf.
Yeah.
I got a dude, a guy. I like this.
Fella.
This is a large shirt, so this fella
That
is
fella. That's
he's
the one
a-
from Floral Frolic, right?
yeah. I believe that is also where this shirt was from.
That could be true.
I think I got this shirt from the same booth that we got this guy.
Do they sell shirts?
I thought. If not, then I'm not 100% sure which artist this shirt came from. But I love it. It's a very, very nice shirt. Ooh, we got some static electricity on my headphones there. Tomo Creations. We got a lot of stuff from Tomo Creations. So I got not just one shirt, but two shirts from Tomo. So this is like a little Caesar's cat with big thighs. Hell yeah. We got the smooth brain cat. And they had a deal for like buy 4 shirts, get the 5th one for free. And they had 5 different shirt designs, so I believe that was the intention. But I ended up getting Burke 2 shirts, and we got Acker a shirt. Acker got a shirt that said duck around and find out, and it had a duck with a knife. Burke also got the smooth brain shirt, and also got a Neko Bell shirt, which was like a Taco Bell cat with big titties. And so, very on brand for Burke. And then got another shirt, I Love Rotting in Bed, which I believe I also have in sticker form. You got the same Pizza Cat shirt Tomo Creations slaps? Yeah, I'm a big fan of Tomo Creations. We'll see a bunch of their stickers when we show off LawyerDog's loot. But yeah, we got... Alright. And shirts are not the only apparel I got. I also got shorts from Waffle Wishes.
Well, it's almost like food wishes. Do you think they have a squash bird?
Waffles. So
Yeah.
this lot of cool stuff. The Waffle Wishes booth always has like some of the coolest designs for clothing. There, they have really cool jackets and they have cool shorts. And also the business card has like an Easter egg. It's very difficult to try and pick it up on camera, but it like there is text uh there is text that only exists in like glossy, like in the glossiness. uh Apparently you can also find Waffle Wishes question mark at sexwithfurries.com. That's on the business card. That domain is on the business card.
Hell yeah.
Can confirm that works. Fantastic. So yeah, we just like spent most of the rest of our day, most of the rest of our
Rotting
Friday,
in bed.
rotting in bed. Well, I spent a decent amount of the weekend rotting in bed. I was a sleepy bitch. But
I kept staying up late.
yeah, it was like so uh after doing a whole bunch of shopping that Friday, we went back to the room because LawyerDog had to get ready to go see Wicked with furries.
Oh, did we ordered small cheval again on Friday
Yeah,
before I left for
I
movies?
think we also, yes, we
That was
ordered
when I found out Acker ate my hot dog.
yeah.
And that is when I got to see the DoorDash seem to be making up fake kids pizzas to try and sell me.
All right, the
To
AI
try
kids
and like
pizza.
upsell me like, hey, you got this meal. What if you also got this kids pizza from Kids Pizza?
Kids
A place that
pizza.
doesn't exist and a pizza that looked awful.
Yeah. And it wasn't like a ghost kitchen. Like, it didn't exist. Like, it wasn't an option to order food from.
I
DoorDash
think
just
I
made
clicked
it
it and
up.
it went nowhere. Like the app just stopped working. I don't know what the fuck they got cooking at DoorDash, but it's not the greatest.
Yeah.
They might have been trying to trick me into getting AI pizza, I'm not sure.
The AI printed a real pizza, maybe. But yeah, we got small cheval when we got back to the hotel room because I was starving to death because I didn't get my lumpia. So we got back to the room and like we had to figure out other stuff to get from small cheval because I was the only one that was hungry because everyone else had their food.
I got my second of 15 shakes
Yeah, so
for MFF weekend.
Lawyer Dog got a shake. I think Acker got a shake and some fries. And it was like pulling teeth trying to figure out what Acker wanted because
By the end
Acker.
of MFF, I was like 10% shake.
Yeah, a lot of shake happened. Oh yeah, did we get the little ice cream Thursday or Friday? The hotel had like a little shop, and we were like, "Ooh, they have Dippin' Dots. Let's try Dippin' Dots." And all the Dippin' we like
Their
spent
Dippin'
like
Dots were from the original run.
we tried for like 10 minutes trying to figure out like, oh, well, is the cookies and cream Dippin' Dots good? And Colt was like, I don't know if you're really gonna get the Dippin' Dots experience from cookies and cream Dippin' Dots. And then we checked, and it's like, oh, they don't have that flavor anyways.
None
And
of the
then
flavors they were displaying were the ones in there, and the ones in there were all frozen together
yeah,
with
so
tons of frostbite.
all of Dippin' Dots that were actually in the Dippin' Dots freezer were so frozen. It was just like a hunk of Dippin' Dot.
They also cost like $6 for like an inch of dots.
Oh yeah. Each of
A centimeter of dip.
each of the monsters was like $5 or $6.
After tax, it was like 5 something.
Yeah, it was like $11.50 for 2. But we got a little ice cream and some
That's why I
monsters.
brought Monster in my suitcase.
Yeah, LawyerDog's suitcase was 41 pounds on our way there.
Yeah.
So he was really having to haul that fucking thing. Trying to get over the snow barrier was...
I had things besides Monster in my suitcase, Teddy. It wasn't only Monster. I had a shirt and a pair of pants, too.
Yeah, he had some things, but it was
I
mostly...
mean, that's probably what
AW
I
and
should have
Monster.
had. I could have just bought shirts at MFF.
Well, you did buy shirts at MFF.
I don't like the new shirt smell. I would have regretted that.
Yeah, that's fair. Well, that's why you pack the Febreze.
Monster's not an energy drink, it's a health drink. It
Yeah.
restores your HP.
Uh-huh. Oh, Burke is only just now getting here, so Burke didn't get to hear the tale about how Acker... Not only did Acker take LawyerDog's hot dog, but as LawyerDog was asking if anyone knows where his additional hot dog was, Acker was, by his own words, scarfing it down. So yeah, we ended Friday. I got my second small cheval of the weekend. Second consecutive day of small cheval. And I didn't get my fucking lumpia. Very sad. So when we got back, we ordered additional small cheval, and then LawyerDog went out to see Wicked 2. Wicked also.
Wicked for good.
Wicked for good. With furries.
Yeah.
And
It was, I forget who the original idea was from, but Tansy was the one that like organized it.
yeah. On Telegram, if I recall.
Yeah, that was another one I had to be in Telegram for.
Very sad. So
Wicked is a hell of a thing. It's literally fan fiction, but it is so extremely fan fiction. Like, you could post that on AO3 today and it would fit in perfectly.
yeah, so
And it's I forget when the original is from, but it's the book is like hella old.
almost immediately after LawyerDog left the hotel room to go see Wicked, I fell asleep. And so while
I mean, it's not as
LawyerDog
old as I thought.
while LawyerDog was off seeing a movie with people, I was schnoozing. So you had a good time going and seeing Wicked?
It's so corny. I liked it.
And what time did you get back to the hotel room?
Probably like midnight or something.
Yeah, it was pretty late. I woke up when he returned and was like, "Oh man, what a great sleep. I can't wait. I can't wait to go back to sleep." So
We
yeah.
also had to chat about the movie afterwards.
Yeah. So like LawyerDog had to precariously make his way over to the meeting point. Which
I got so lost.
yeah, so LawyerDog is not the best at navigation.
They were trying to trick me.
He will get there eventually, but usually when we need to get somewhere, I am typically the one who, like, usually I'm not the one like coming up with directions because I'm not the one looking things up ahead of time. But if we need to find out how to get to a place like right now, then usually I am I am there to help. Usually I am assisting in navigation because I understand like maps and
Dude, it
three-dimensional
was
space a
so
little
bad
better.
when I traveled to a con on my own earlier this year.
Yeah.
I got so lost in Chicago, dude.
Yeah, dog went to Euphoria without me. And yeah, I
I ended up delayed a full day in Chicago, and I just had to find things to get lost in.
and the fucking zoo pranked you.
I went to the zoo when it was like 100 and something degrees, and then it started raining, so I come back from the zoo soaked and lost.
I can only imagine just like that the mental image is just like the most pitiful Contio. Just like drenched and
The
confused.
stupid driving apps where they come and get you and take you a place. You heard these things? They wouldn't let me select where I was. I had to just walk to somewhere else so that I could select a place to be picked up. Because like nowhere within like a block or two of the zoo was letting me select it properly because the app sucks.
Yeah.
So I just had to walk in this pouring rain until they would take me.
Very sad.
A sopping wet Countio.
So
And the animal I wanted to see wasn't there. They wouldn't let me see the red wolves.
yeah, it was so fucked up.
It was the only animal you couldn't see at all.
It was too hot for him.
No, they were there. They were out. They were chilling. You're just not allowed to see them.
It's fucked up. But yeah, so Dog had a less bad time trying to get to the movie.
The
And
movie, it was mostly fine. I took a couple wrong turns because, like, on the skywalk, it only tells you, like, the immediate next place you'll get to at the crossroads. So I just took the wrong turn at every crossroads. And
yeah,
then once I get to the right exit for the skywalk, the way to get to the right hotel, the Crown that I was trying to get to, you have to go through a parking lot. Like you have to find the right random spot in the parking lot where you start seeing signs that are like they look temporary and they lead you to the Crown
yeah,
by
the
just red arrows.
that I had recalled that fucked up navigation sequence from previous MFF years. It's it is so crazy how anti-pedestrian Rosemont is. It feels like they have designed that zone around the convention center to be as actively hostile towards pedestrians as possible. It's so insane.
I don't understand.
Like, oh, how am I supposed to get down to this hotel? Oh, yeah, so you take the skywalk, and then you leave the skywalk into just a parking lot. And there are no walkways in the parking lot. You just walk down the up ramp from the parking lot down into a different parking lot and then walk around an unmarked building to get to where you're trying to go.
It's like the only purpose of the town is getting to the convention center, and they make it impossible to get to the convention center.
It's so crazy. It feels wrong. Like there are so many places in the immediate vicinity of the convention center where it feels like you're going the wrong way. It feels like there is no possible way. This is the way they want you to go. And then you try and find the way they want you to go, and that way doesn't exist because they don't want you there at all. Despite this entire area being entirely dedicated to people who are there, like Rosemont exists because that is where all of the hotels for O'Hare are. Like O'Hare Airport, one of the biggest, busiest airports in North America, maybe the world, if I recall correctly. Like, this gigantic, major transit hub. And this is where all of the hotels exist for that major transit hub are. And so, if you want to walk somewhere, fuck you. What do you try to know? How do you get around here? You take a shuttle, you take a taxi.
At 80, I could go walk and buy groceries.
Yeah. Cuz you're just in
and I can
downtown
cook them on my
Boston.
stove that they give me.
Because you're just in downtown Boston, as opposed to, like, Rosemont, which is not in downtown Chicago. Like, Chicago is, like, 40 minutes away. You are in Rosemont. And Rosemont is a hellscape. The only places to eat within walking distance of the convention center, by 8 p.m., they are so loud, it is like they are actively trying to get you to leave.
I'm not sure if they always get that loud or they just hated us. Because they did put us in the prank upstairs.
They
that
put us in
isn't a real
fake
place
bar.
you can eat.
Like, there was a secret second bar that was closed, and they put us
And
up
they
there.
wouldn't let us have anything from the below bar. There was just downstairs from that's their restaurant. It's all the same place, but they wouldn't go downstairs to get us drinks. We could only have upstairs drinks.
But also, there were things, like, at the upstairs bar that they wouldn't let us have because there was no one manning that bar. Like, the bar up there was empty, but they wouldn't let us have stuff from... It was fucked up. The food there was, like,
I don't think
pretty
we were
good.
supposed
It was
to be
just
up
fucked
there.
No, definitely not.
I think someone said we could be up there, and then no one wanted to tell us to leave.
There were other people up there.
Sounds fake. They were paid actors.
Oh my god. Yeah, and, like, so there's, like, 3 places like that. Like, one of them is a dueling piano bar, one of them is a tiki bar, and then there are, like, the restaurants that exist in the hotels, and then there is Fogo de Chao, and that's, like, it. That's all the food places within walking distance of the convention center.
I've heard high praise of those dueling pianos, though.
Yeah, was it Zray that went to the dueling piano bar? Or
Maybe?
someone we talked to.
It was someone we talked to. That narrows it down to MFF.
We talked to a lot of people. So, you know, getting a bit ahead of ourselves, we spent almost all of our convention time at MFF just browsing the dealer's den. But yeah, so Friday night, LawyerDog was very brave and went off to see a movie with friends on his own navigation, which did come in handy the next day. So, the next day, the catering people contacted LawyerDog and was like, hey, we still have your lumpia.
Oh, it was actually that night at like
Oh,
7
right, yeah, it was after you
or
got back.
something. And I asked about the possibility of picking it up the next day. If that would be a reasonable thing.
Yeah, so...
And they seem to think it would be a reasonable thing and a fine option.
Yeah, they seem to
Because
think,
we were
like...
not going to be at the convention center. We had already left at that point.
Yeah. So they hit us up and were like, "Hey, we can bring you your lumpia. We're so sorry that we didn't bring you your lumpia earlier." I was like, "Okay, well, you know, how about same time, same place that we were supposed to get the lumpia tomorrow?" And they're like, "Okay." And
yeah, because I figured them not having an extra trip just for us would be the easiest thing for everyone involved too.
yeah, so like allegedly there were other people. There were other people getting their food orders at that same time, that same place. So like Saturday at noon, there were other people that were allegedly going to be getting their food there. So it seemed like a great idea. Seemed like it would work out really well.
And we didn't want to just say, nah, forget it, because the food was really good.
The food was so good, according to everybody else. And,
Yo, hell yeah, Tansy, what's up?
there was so much dealers, yeah. Hello, Tenzi. Here, let me put these back out here to celebrate. So yeah, we went back over to the convention center on Saturday, and we started out our day walking around the dealer's den. we was it Friday or Saturday was that we started doing the stamp rally?
Probably Friday.
Yeah, I think that was Friday. A couple of artists that we are fans of were doing a stamp rally, and so it was like buy something from these different from a couple of these booths, and then confirm that you've gotten your card stamped from each of those booths, and then you go back around to the booths once you are all stamped up, and you get bonus prizes. And it was a fun little thing, and we got some stuff that we wouldn't normally have gotten. Like we got some shot glasses. We got all kinds of cool stuff. I think Dog has the shot glasses in his loot picture, which we'll show off. But yeah, it was a good time. We, Saturday back at it again. I think Saturday we also went into Artist Alley, which I think we also did on Friday, but I don't recall buying much stuff from Artist Alley on Friday.
On Friday? Did we even go to Artist Alley?
We might not have. Yeah,
I
no.
don't think we did.
Yeah, I think
it was like pretty close to the end of the day. We're like, oh, we didn't even go to Artist Alley. We didn't even finish Dealer's Den. We ain't done nothing.
Yeah, didn't finish Dealer's Den, didn't go to Artist Alley, didn't go to the art show yet. The art show was really cool. But yeah, so Saturday rolls around and we're back. We're doing more Artist Alley, we're doing Dealer's Den. We're looking around, we're checking out all the cool stuff. And then catering time rolls around. It's like, oh, let's go get the lumpia. Let's get lumped. And so we go and wait by the indoor fountain for a bit. Waiting for the actual time to roll around, waiting for some kind of confirmation that we are indeed going to get the lumpia. And there were some delays. It took a bit for the lumpia to finally show up, because we got a message and they were like, okay, we're heading on over. I was like, okay. And then we went outside, and then we were outside for a while, and LawyerDog got cold again. We finally...
It wasn't that long after the time they said that they were delayed too. Like they gave a heads up this time that they were delayed, and they gave an estimate.
Yes, so we didn't wait as long this time around. We were still waiting around for a little bit, but we got the lumpia at approximately the time that they said they would get it to us after they confirmed that there would be a delay. And I'm like, oh, thank God. I can finally try the lumpia. And because I had gotten my drink yesterday, I didn't have a drink. Because it wasn't a meal, it didn't come with any of the little snack cookies or anything like that. So it was just the lumpia. And they tell us, like, so sorry about this, uh, you know, it's just the two of us, and you know, maybe that, you know, maybe we bit off a bit more than we could chew for this. And it's like, oh, so two people are trying to handle the deliveries for this catering service at multiple locations for multiple time frames, like delivering to a whole bunch of people, trying to handle a whole bunch of food orders. And it's like, oh, yeah, that makes a lot of sense. Like,
Yeah.
y'all needed a couple more people to handle something like this. Like, this is the big leagues. There's a lot of fucking
More
people at
people
MFF.
and also cutting down on delivery locations, I think would
Yeah.
be a huge help.
Yeah, we would have gone to the Hyatt, the convention hotel, if that's where we needed to go to get the food. But they were offering to bring it over to the fountain. That was one of the delivery options. So I was like, okay.
I want to eat more of their empanadas right now, though.
Yeah.
They should deliver to our house.
Well, I'm still optimistic about what their lumpia would have been like if it were warm.
Keep the
Like,
dream alive.
At least warm. Because we received the lumpia, and me and Dog took it back inside because, like, everyone else was, like, gone off to do panels and stuff. Like, everybody else was busy at lumpia time. I think Carlton Acker were both going to the CyberConnect panel at this time. And so I was so excited. We finally got the lumpia. I'm gonna try the lumpia. Oh my god, everybody else talked up how good their food was. Oh, this is gonna be so good. The temperature was as if they were frozen. And the
Wasn't
texture...
as if they were frozen, but they were cold.
Well, the temperature was as if they were frozen, but the texture was as if they had been submerged in water. They were so cold, and, like...
Hat has made this so much worse in his mind than how it was.
They were so cold, they were so, like, soggy. I am not exaggerating this. They were cold and soggy. Like, there was no crispness to them, and they were cold to the point that, like, you couldn't actually get the flavor. Like, they were bad. They were inedible.
It was to the point where I didn't want to try them at all.
Yeah. Like, they were just so cold and so sad. And they looked extra sad in the box because there was not enough of them to fill the same size container that all of the other food came in, but they still used the same container. So it was just like 20 cold, soggy, sad lumpia just rattling around in a box.
I might have tried them if this was after we had lumpia. Because I had never had lumpia before.
Yeah.
I didn't know that lumpia kind of slaps.
Yeah, and this would have been quite the terrible first impression. You made the right choice not trying these cold, sad lumpia. And, man, I would have lost less lumpia if they had never given it to us in the first place. I had, like, 2, and was just like, well... You know, maybe I could put them in my backpack and we could microwave them when we get back to the room. And LawyerDog was just like, no.
That was a crazy thing he said.
I was just like, at that point, I was just like so desperate for something good to come out of the whole thing because we were busy this weekend. Like, the 2 hours that were spent on the lumpia, like, outside, everybody got their food, everybody ate, that time was not wasted, but there was like 2 hours outside of that revolved around the lumpia.
I had to keep looking at Telegram.
So, like, there were 2 hours that were wasted from the weekend, and we were doing shit all weekend, man. We were busy. It was so sad.
We weren't doing much. We're being real here. We were just being in dealer's den a lot.
I mean, that's busy. We were busier this year than most other MFFs just because of how much Dealer's Den there was to do.
There was no Magic that was played.
Yeah. There was like one evening where maybe we could have played Magic, but by the time we actually got back to the room, everybody was just tired.
Oh god, 2 hours. Oh no.
Ash_Graytree gifted a tier 1 sub to Tansy Dog.
Oh, hell
They
yeah.
have given 210 gift subs in the channel.
Thank you for the gift sub, Ash. Also, belatedly, thank you, Dan, for the 5 gift subs and $25 donation.
I'm not sure that is what happened, Ass. I think that it's probably not what happened.
That's probably not what happened. I do not want to put any, like, direct wrongdoing on their part. You know?
I am going to assume no safe crimes were committed.
Yes. Like, I am working under the assumption that they were doing their absolute best and they were generally doing things correctly, but they just did not have enough manpower to actually do the things they were trying to do. You joined Twitch for this? Damn. Well, now you've got emotes, and you can use the emotes on any Twitch channel. Kind of odd.
That's true.
But yeah.
You can use the soup emote.
You can use the soup spin. So yeah, you know, with the Lumpia acquired and summarily dismissed not long afterwards, we were back at it again. And so I've got more stuff to show off. I'll just pile it on top of here. Bam! Stuff! Got a bunch of really fun pins from Foxclover, as well as stickers. Catastrophe, Itty Bitty Kitty Committee, Single Brain Cell Award.
I got a blanket from Foxclover and it's so good.
Oh, I have the blanket
it's so
as
soft and there's...
I have the blanket as a standalone image. I can bring up the blanket right now. Where is it? Bam! Blanket!
It's so fucking soft and it's got a fox on it. What more could you possibly want in life?
Because Dog was also cold in the hotel room, he made use of this blanket. He was bundled up all cozy and...
I was so cold at MFF that I went to a doctor about it and they told me I was cold.
So yeah, we got... I ended up getting so much cat stuff. LawyerDog was somewhat under the impression that I made up booths that didn't exist to buy more cats from.
I didn't know he was making purchases sometimes, and then when we get back home, he just has all these extra cats I never saw.
I do not recall which booth this cat was from, but it's a good cat. And
Our group would like look away for a second and he would buy a cat.
I'm trying to recall. I believe that all of this stuff was from the same dealer. So let me scoot this stuff out of the way. So I got some Night in the Woods. I got some PlayStation classics from Bubbly Sheep Creations, and I believe that this May was also. So this May was either from Bubbly Sheep Creations, who I got some Daxter with and without pants. Whoa. Double-sided.
That's crazy.
Some Ratchet and Clank. And so this May also got a tag which I did not actually apply to my badge. This May was either from them or, and I'm pretty sure this May was from them. But this was another Artist Alley artist that I got stuff from. I got a bunch of Sonic pins. Bunch of IDW Sonic characters. So we got Tangle and Whisper, we got Surge and Kitsunami, we got Lanolin, we got Rouge.
Oh, lesbians.
We also got a furry in saucy garb. I do not recall who that is from. Big apologies to artists that I cannot recall the names of, because there were a lot of cool art. And me getting all of these pins, I made a very, very useful purchase, very practical purchase. I got this thing. You may be wondering, what the hell is that thing? It's just like a purple tube. Well, I'll tell you.
You could smoke it.
Well, I'll show you, actually. It's a pin banner, and it's fucking Vaporwave themed.
Oh yeah, you did get that.
They had multiple designs. I did end up getting the Vaporwave one, but they had other designs, and the other designs were also good. Unfortunately, I do not recall which booth this was from. Is there a name on the banner?
Well, people can just go through all the dealers on the dealer's den and find out which one it was.
Yeah, easy peasy. So, like, I can hang this up and pin all of my pins to it. So that'll be fun. Some more stuff
It's
from
so
Artist
cool
Alley.
when on the back it says whose it's from.
It does not.
I said it's so cool when that happens.
Oh, yes. Way more dealers need to do that. So, we got some stickers from a booth that I have gotten stuff from multiple times in the past that I could not figure out the frickin' name of, because I went through all of the booths that were listed for Artist Alley on the MFF website and could not find this artist, but they do really good Maned Wolf stickers. And I have gotten Maned Wolf stuff from them before. That stuff is real good. Oh god, there's so many. There's still so many things left. Oh god, there's still a pile over here. I got a rad as hell skateboard cat from the same booth that I got the shirt with the same design on, which I do not have the name on hand, unfortunately, because I'm a fool. Hey dog, who is this from?
That's Perry Pendrake.
Whoa. Perry
You can tell
Pendrake
because
was
of the way it is.
true. Perry Pendrake was one of the. I think this was our stamp rally prize from them.
Good luck, have fun, Tansy. Yes, it was. That was the prize.
Yeah. Later, Tansy. Thanks for dropping by. Thanks for hanging out. We got some stickers from Prism Paws.
Oh, yeah.
Pure of heart, dumb of ass. Here, let me just cycle out some of the loots. We got titties. We got more cats. Task failed successfully. We got some really good Sonic Adventure 2 rankings.
Hell yeah. Hell yeah, gamers.
Hell yeah, gamers. We got a tiger. We got a
tiger
really
poster.
good maned wolf. There was the tiger poster print somewhere that we didn't end up getting, but it was really good.
There was some person selling posters, and one of them was a tiger poster.
Yeah. We got nervous. We got penis.
Hell yeah.
We got more cats. More cats, more cats, more cats. So many
Got
cats.
a lot of cats.
Got a lot of cats.
These are more cats than you had when we got home.
That's not all the cats.
You made up new cats.
There's more cats, dude. Because there's also... I'm gonna have to make space for these, hang on. Bag opening ASMR. We got from Husius. We got some Jester Kibbins, which... make some space. We got some funny little creatures. I like this one. But they're all very good.
A very funny little guy.
This is the third year I've seen the MFF pile. I've never seen so much cat loot. Yeah. Well, like, this is just the most loot I've ever had from an MFF, I think. But it's not like I didn't get a bunch of maned wolf stuff as well. It's just...
You got every maned wolf thing that existed, I'm pretty sure.
basically every maned wolf thing that I didn't already have.
Well, I mean, the stickers didn't cause a luggage issue.
We got another cat, but also some rabbit. And these
What caused a
are...
luggage issue is us buying, 8 shirts between us and then having a blanket and then having a bunch of stuffed animals.
yeah. From the No One Special Club, the Fishing Club stickers. From animalworkshop.co. Got some fishing critters. We got some stickers from some friends. Where do I move things to make space for other things? We got a Kayla, a Knoll lady from Teddy. I believe both of these creatures are from Nalos. And then
I think.
Purple Goat from Brun. This guy wasn't from Nalos? This little guy is a mystery then. This little guy just showed up.
I honestly have no fucking clue where that little guy from then. Some stickers just show up when you're at MFF sometimes.
I think Nalos had several sticker designs, but I don't know. I got another cat from Star Salts. Dreamy designs. Oh, there's more maned wolf stuff over here. Hang on. Get out of here, penis. Get out of here, titties. I need to show off maned wolf. Just scoot things in some directions. So from High Wire Cats, we got a maned wolf. We got a maned wolf? Red 13 looking ass. We got a maned wolf. We got a maned wolf. And then there I saw that there was a sticker of this guy looking like this, but they were sold out. And I was so disappointed. And then I discovered that not only did they have a small print of this guy, but expanding upon the scene of this guy, he's also about to get fucking annihilated.
It's very beautiful.
So we've got all that. And then... Nah, that's fine. We've got a bit of a saucy print from Chibbits.
You were getting the saucy stuff.
And we've got a cat thinking about food. And also cats. Oh my god, is that it?
Have you run out of cats?
I think that's all of my MFF stuff. I think we successfully got through it.
That's a couple of cats.
A couple of cats, couple of maned wolves. May Night in the Woods showed up. So yeah, busy year for merchandise. Whole lot of stuff going on.
You gotta buy up the copyrighted characters before they get taken away.
And so, you know, this was just my stuff. There's more. Because LawyerDog also bought things.
They let me in the damn dealer's den.
Alright, give me a second. I'm gonna reconfigure things a little bit so I can actually better show off some of LawyerDog's loot. And also give myself a chance to sit down. I've been standing this whole time. Okay. Dog stuff.
Dog stuff.
So we already saw the blanket, but now
I did my best to label things. I don't think I mislabeled any.
so we'll just start in the top left. We got
This
so
is a wooden original
yeah.
crescendo. I have it living on top of our Christmas tree, right?
So that wooden original is very cool looking.
It's very sick.
Got a Howl Out shirt.
Hell yeah.
Got a Space Dog shirt from Prism Paws.
We got many cool things from Prism Paws.
Yeah, the Prism Paws loot was extensive.
We were going Leica mode. We also got Dog going to space from Naomi. Daddy Fox.
From the weed. Those of you who were here for the A&E recap stream may recall the story about LawyerDog winning an auction for a corgi, a kaiju corgi from Anxiety Fox.
Because I had the newest Kaiju Corgi, but there was like an older out of print one that there was a charity auction for, so I got that one.
And
But
this
then
time,
at this MFF, there was an even older Kaiju.
this
the
was a prototype.
In the art show.
So
I spent the 5,000 minutes in line for the art show so that I could place a bid. And I got this beautiful little fella.
when I went into the art, because the art show had like a bag check, so you couldn't just swipe stuff. We took turns going into the art show, and when LawyerDog came out of the art show, I was like, anything cool? And he said, well, I think there's something in there that you would find funny. And there was something in there that I found funny, and that was the bid that he put up for this Kaiju Corgi prototype.
My Kaiju Corgi needed another friend.
And they live together.
An even older friend.
They live together forever now.
Yeah.
So, Chaotic Trouble, there is like 2 plushes. Like there's a deer plush and a coyote plush,
Yeah,
and they are
there's
magnetized.
I think I put another pic that's a better shot of the plushes. Yeah, I did.
Oh yeah, let me check that. Oh, there's multiple more
The
images.
shot glasses.
Yeah, let me pull this up. Can I do this like this? By doing this, and then this, and then, like, bring it down like this. There we go.
Those 2 plushes are magnetic and they can snap onto each other.
Yeah, so yeah, there's the magnet in the coyote's mouth and the magnet in the deer's neck. So they snap on like that.
You might have forgotten to give a sticker to specifically me. It might just be like in with hat stuff.
Yeah. And then there's a droopy keychain fella.
We had a lot of stickers that got mixed together.
Yeah. Oh, those 2 little shot glasses. Those are handmade, hand-painted shot glasses. They are very nice. From
And
Kestrel
unicorn
clay.
fans will be happy to know those fetlocks are unshorn.
It's very important.
That's a real unicorn.
Dog got some art from Sidro. And he got even more funny little guys from Hushis.
They're such good, funny little guys.
We got more Christmas ornaments from Zray.
And those fetlocks are fluffy as fuck.
Yeah. Where am I
We've
going?
gotten so many ornaments from Zray.
Oh yeah, the fucking ketchup. Oh god. Please select the thing that I currently have selected. Thank you, OBS. These little they're like ketchup packet dachshund stickers.
They're beautiful.
It's like perfect. Dog also got an award for going
I
to
got an
see
award.
Wicked.
It's a very beautiful award.
And a doodle from Tazatale. You got a sticker of a guy eating a sandwich.
I really like the fluff on him.
He's a good fluffy guy. He's eating a sandwich. What's
He's a good
going
fluffy
on?
guy and he happens to be eating a sandwich.
Yeah. Nothing weird. Got a shiny Yeen from Mountain Moth Sprout.
Oh, I wrote mouth sprout.
Mouse Sprout. Hell yeah.
I wrote these all really quickly.
Yeah. Got some Brun
That is in
stickers.
fact supposed to be moth sprout.
Yeah. Got a bunch of engine trap stickers. Oh yeah, so from the same source that I got my cat kunai charm, we got fucking Laogan Ma stickers. And they're like shiny foil stickers, and there's like, is it a cat or a rabbit lady replacing the old lady on the label? Some kind of critter on the label.
I'm blank which it was. I think it's a little like bunny.
Some Perry Pendrake stickers. Demon Attack Zone stickers.
I love
Punk
Midwest
Pega.
Fuckfest.
Yeah, the Tansy pile over here is very, very good.
And a very beautiful badge that I got from Tansy.
Yeah, the absolutely wonderful badge, as well as, you know,
The little scrunkly.
Midwest Fuckfest, Immoral Dog, Let's Links Up, Gay, the Neopets Not Safe for Work.
Gotta have the Watership Down sticker too. Watership Down go crazy.
It's pretty wild. Got a bunch of Maned Wolf stickers from Tomo Creations, same place that we got a bunch of shirts. So yeah, the Stick My Leggy Out Real Far sticker is from an artist in Artist Alley that we got a bunch of Maned Wolf stuff from that I was unable to identify. I tried really hard and could not find their stuff from the MFF Artist Alley listings.
Just start looking through every tweet that mentions MFF until you find them.
Might
If
be
they even mentioned that they were going to MFF.
It might be more practical than trying to go through the MFF website.
I think the MFF website simply doesn't have the information for Artist
Yeah.
Alley.
Got a fun Chibbits sticker, which is a little blocked off. Got a bunch of stuff from Prison Paws. Like the tiny sticker, and then
Oh yeah. They're
Hang on.
so fucking small.
yeah, so there's the tiny sticker, and then if you look to the right, you can see there is a very tiny version of the tiny sticker.
Just a little guy.
It's so small.
Just a silly little guy.
Got some creeps prints.
Yeah. Got doggies. You guys heard about these things?
So here is the truly magical item that led us to the Ukiyo Mimi booth, because most of the stuff that Ukiyo Mimi sells is handmade ears, like cat ears and fox ears and stuff like that, like anime style ears. And so at a glance, it's just like, oh yeah, that stuff is cool, but it's not necessarily our jam. But then I spotted this, and it's a keychain charm of a white rabbit holding the white rabbit candy, which we got really into for a while there.
I'm still dreaming of getting a good batch again. I devoured that good batch we got one time.
Yeah, so white rabbit creamy candy is like kind of a milk flavored candy that comes wrapped in rice paper. Acker's review of the candy is that he would rather just have a big glob of rice paper, and Acker is wrong.
You can't trust some things that Acker says. White Rabbit creamy candy slaps if you get a reasonable batch of it.
Yeah,
The
sometimes
hardness of the candy has a huge range, at least from the sources I've got it from. If someone knows a soft source, a consistent soft source, that would be so fucking dope.
yeah, so like sometimes when you get a bag of it, like the candy will just like immediately melt in your mouth, but sometimes, more often, you have to like warm it up. So usually, apparently the strategy is like you keep it in your pocket, like you walk around with it in your pocket for a while and then you eat it so that it being in your pocket warms it up. Lawyer
I
Dog.
was so surprised to see merch of this. Like, Laogan Ma has hit the masses. People are getting bean washed.
Yeah, people
But-
people know about Laogan Ma now, but Lawyer Dog discovered White Rabbit as just like, what's a good foreign candy? And it was just like,
I was like going country by country, like, what candy slaps in China that we ain't getting here? And I was finding like Reddit posts with like 3 upvotes saying the like name of it in
Yeah.
Mandarin or whatever.
3 upvote posts is how Lawyer Dog discovered White Rabbit creamy candy. And it seemed like the person who runs that booth could potentially be of Chinese origin, which could also explain the Laogan Ma. But yeah, the White Rabbit merch was so fucking crazy. And like,
The
I
White Rabbit
barely
creamy
noticed
candy
it.
I got that was soft was the best candy I've ever had.
Yeah, like bar none.
It's not close.
Yeah, it was super good. So, we got a jester fella. We got more C5 Dewlap stuff. Extremely stylish. And this one does not need to be censored in any way. The other one had a little bit of titty and a little bit of balls showing, so that's why I had to put the rabbit stickers on it.
Steph Dewlap's art slaps.
It's so cool. So, the funny fella, a sticker, and a cool little print from Crescendo. Gay Possum Scaver got some funny little badges from. Lawyer
I
Dog.
survived.
Lawyer Dog. Which was the one that you didn't actually survive this year?
I didn't actually go up the stairs. I should have at one point instead of doing the elevator because I barely went over to the Hyatt.
I didn't go over to the Hyatt a single time over the course of the weekend.
I met Scaver at Euphoria. And it was cool to see him.
Got some stickers from Camp
It's cool to
Howell.
see all these artists here.
Yeah. So, Dog got many objects.
All of these artists are people you should throw money at.
Yeah.
Because I did. And I'm cool. You want to be like me?
Yeah. And there's more images that I can bring up. Like, Dog also got... Bring this back up and use this to show this. Got some Leica socks.
Yeah. I'm truly living the space dog life.
And we also got some magnets, which were already on the fridge by the time that these images were taken. So we just took a picture of them on the fridge.
I realized very late, oh shit, there's also the magnets that are on the fridge I need to take a picture of.
But yeah, we got many objects. Many things were acquired.
I spent all of today configuring Foobar 2000 and then realized, oh shit, the MFF stream, right. I have to get ready for that. I have to get some pictures.
We had pizza today because of this stream. Instead of tacos.
Taco soup.
So, speaking of pizza, after we did much shopping on Saturday, we went to dinner with Tansy, Maple, and
their roommate, and they were
their roommate.
Trash Mutt?
They were a cool person.
I think they were Trash Mutt.
Trash Mutt sounds about right. Kota?
They were a dealer, and they had something to do with trash.
Yeah.
Something about eating trash, loving trash.
Something along those lines.
Trash.
So, the reason why it was helpful for LawyerDog to have gone through his getting lost ordeal on Friday was because Saturday evening we retraced his steps to go get Chicago Fire Oven. We did get a little lost, but it's fine. We got there.
Even on the time I selected the right path, I was very confused by finding out it was the right path. Because it still seemed wrong. It still seemed like we shouldn't be there.
Yeah.
Because you're kind of just wandering through a parking lot and then like wandering through a more parking lot.
Yeah, it's not like there are sidewalks. It's not like it's a designated walkway. It's just you are walking through a parking lot.
Like, you're going through the parking lot building, and then you're going through a parking lot. And you have to watch out for cars, because it's a parking lot.
Yeah. It's pretty fucked up. But yeah, we went to a restaurant in a hotel, and the pizza was so goddamn good.
It's pretty good pizza. It wasn't as good as I remembered because we were very hungry that first time, but it was still like one of the best pizzas I've had.
Yeah, it was relatively close to being as good as I remember. unfortunately is a little smaller than I remember. I would have had like
Yeah, it
two
was
of those
definitely
pizzas.
smaller. They gave us less pizza.
I would
They
have
gave
had
us less
so much
pizza and
more
they
of that
charged
pizza
us
than we
way
got.
more.
Yeah, it was expensive. But that pizza was really good. The desserts were also quite good. That fried dough was pretty awesome.
When we got it before, it was like cheap compared to everything else in Rosemont that you can get.
Right. But then they closed
And
down for a
also
while.
crazy good.
If you want good pizza and are willing to pay a lot of money for good pizza, Chicago Fire Oven in the Crown Hotel in Rosemont is pretty good.
That white pizza was also not on the menu when we got it first.
Yeah,
So
so
that might be your fault, Hat.
yeah,
That they
so
have white pizza now.
so we were just like trying to get pizza. One of the first years that we went to MFF together. And we found Chicago Fire Oven, and they were like, we went there and we saw that they had good reviews and stuff, and so we went there and it was just like, oh, it's just like in a hotel, okay. And I asked, like, while we were looking at the menu, I asked, like, hey, do you have a white sauce pizza, just like a white sauce? And they were like, no, but give me a second. And they like left and came back and they were like, yeah, we could do something for you. We could do a white sauce pizza. And I was like, oh, okay. And that may have been the inception of them having a white sauce pizza on their menu, because apparently they just whipped something together for me, random person that wanted a white sauce pizza, because they were like, they seemed confused at first and it was like, we don't no, we don't do that, but like, could we do that? And so they went and like talked to the cooks. It was like, could you do this? And they were like, oh, yeah, we could probably do something like that.
We talked to our cooks and they are bored, so they will do it.
Yeah, they could whip up a weird pizza for you, you weirdo. That pizza was real good. And then, so by the end of Saturday, I was really feeling it, Mr. Krabs. Like, I was quite tired, like physically and also just sleepy boy, because I've been using a lot of energy over the last several days. But Sunday rolled around and we pushed through and bought. We put up a hard
Well,
fight.
first I decided to go fuck around and ruin my sleep more. So I went and saw another movie.
Was that Sunday?
That was Saturday night. If it was Sunday night, that would have been a problem.
Oh, yeah. So after pizza, Dog went out again and went to the main hotel to watch Hundreds of Beavers, Thousands of Beavers.
That movie kind of slaps. That's a weird movie to have become something that a lot of people have seen.
LawyerDog was trying to describe it to me at like 1:30 in the morning after he got back, and was like, it's a movie that runs on adventure game logic.
It's black and white and there's no dialogue. And it's probably one of the funniest movies that's come out in years.
So I still have no idea what it is, but he went out late night to... He got invited to go watch it and was like, I don't know. And then as we were leaving after dinner, Tansy was like, oh yeah, I'm going to watch it. And LawyerDog was just like, I guess I'll go watch it.
That's at least 2 cool people I know will be there.
Yeah.
Fuck, it's like 2 a.m. and I'm still not asleep yet. No.
He got back quite late. And the thing happened again where, like, as soon as I got back to the hotel room, me and Acker got back to the room, and then LawyerDog went back out, and so
3 cool
when
people actually. Forgot.
Oh yeah.
Go on.
Me and Acker got back to the room, and I fell asleep almost immediately. So LawyerDog gets back to the room, and I wake up from him getting back to the room, and then also go back to sleep and sleep for as long as he does, and I'm still tired the next day.
I still need to sleep more. I've been
Yeah.
fucking around.
My sleep has been so stupid the last while. Somehow my body decided that the sleep schedule that I should be on is like I go to bed at 6:30 p.m. and then wake up in the middle of the night. It's like, no. Can't be doing that. Today I slept until a reasonable time, so I'm hoping that I am capable of being... I mean, already I'm doing a lot better. It's currently 11:03 p.m., which is much later than I have been awake some of these nights recently. But yeah, dog stayed up late Saturday night, and then Sunday rolled around, and we just went back, and it was like Sunday rolled around, and we still hadn't actually seen all of Dealer's Den yet. We had to see the rest of Dealer's Den. It was most of the things that we had been doing at the convention all weekend, and it was still not done.
Everyone was there.
Yeah, it was some real Smash Ultimate shit for the Dealer's Den. Everyone is here. Music has not been playing this whole time. Yes, I did forget to turn off the Spotify thing, but I don't think it was blocking anything this whole time, so it's fine. Concrud is another reason on the list of reasons you would be afraid to go to something. Well, that's what masks are for. I don't know how Acker got an illness and the rest of us didn't, but I don't think... LawyerDog, I
It's
don't
'cause
think
he's
either
shorter,
of
he's
us...
closer to the disease. He's closer to the miasma.
True. I don't think either of us have gotten, like, a full-on con crud from, like, any of the conventions we've gone to since COVID happened, because we've been masking up the whole time, right?
I haven't like gotten the flu even since I started masking from COVID. And I used to get the flu every year.
Yeah.
I'm
Masks
so
are
safe
powerful.
from con crud.
It did make... It hurt my nose so bad masking up the whole, like, over the course of MFF this year. Like, I still have some amount of damage on the bridge of my nose from where the mask was sitting. It was pretty rough this year.
Oh, I guess you'd be like extra not used to wearing a mask.
Yeah,
Because
I don't
I
go
had
places.
been going to 12 vet trips a week
Yeah.
that I was masking for.
And
You have to mask
also,
to go get your rabies shot, right?
I did mask to go get my rabies shot. I had worn a mask this year. This is just not often. My nose was weak.
We're protected from rabies.
For the next,
Yay.
like, 4 years. It's cool. We still should go get blood put in us if we get directly bit by something that might have rabies, just to be sure.
I'm so mad that I didn't get to kiss the bat and I had to get the rabies shot anyway.
Yeah.
What's even the point?
It's so sad.
It was so cute.
It was very cute. My my feet were also, like, feeling pretty bad from walking around. I had the good shoes and everything. I had, like, ergonomic shoes. And I was still struggling.
Walking around was a-okay with me, but the standing started to make my feet hurt a little bit.
Yeah, standing still can be pretty rough. But yeah, eventually we did see everything that Dealer's Den had to offer, and I still fucking forgot to go back for something. There was a booth that had these they were doing like they had designed a bunch of keycaps, and the keycaps were cool, but they also had little fidget toys where you could like get 4 of whatever keycaps you want. Well, I think they came in like sets of 4, but you could just get a set of the keycaps, and you could get them on just a thing, and then you could like tap the keys whenever you want. It was like a fidget toy. And not only that, but they had like 6 different switches that you could get for the little keycap doodads. And you could also get the different switches and the different keycaps for a not just like a little fidget toy, but you could also get it for like a little additional hotkeys thing, just like extra keys on its own little standalone device. And they had those standalone devices with a little knob that you could twist. And they had Lucario a Lucario keycap set, an Okami keycap set.
They had Blue Aura Dog. You can't say Lucario.
They had Glaceon, Ice Creature keycaps. They had like all kinds of really cool designs. They had a full Amaterasu sun god wolf deity thing. Not from Okami the video game.
Have you seen that she's ballin' now?
I did see that. It's pretty cool.
Good for her.
They were at FWA. Yeah, I assume that they do a couple of conventions, but I was gonna go back. I was gonna get. I didn't know for sure what I was gonna get, but like, I wanted to go back and get something, but I forgot.
This was prime buying shit time, so we don't have to take a plane.
Yeah. So we are gonna be going to A&E. So we are gonna have to try and be a little more reasonable about how much shit we buy because we have to go on plane.
Now we can be just a nuisance in the dealer's den. We'll still be there the entire time, we just won't buy anything.
Oh, we're buying stuff. We're just probably gonna buy less. I'm also going to fucking Florida next Saturday. I'm gonna be gone until the Saturday after that. Gone for a week.
Everyone's leaving me.
I'm sorry.
I'll be alone.
You're gonna have to go hang out at Bungalow instead of everybody coming over to hang out at Doghouse.
I'll freeze to death on my way there.
Yeah, maybe. Yeah. So this month is not going to have been a good month for hat streams, but once I get back from Florida, hopefully we'll be back to normal until it's time for A&E. But MFF was a good time. We just spent like most of our time in Dealer's Den and Artist Alley and the art show and stuff. So, I mean, we didn't really do a whole lot of activities, but we did spend a lot of time talking to artists and looking at art and stuff. And so, I think it's a good way to spend one of these conventions.
It does make it very convenient to find people when they are locked to a location.
Yeah. Like I didn't end up saying hi to Umpuko. I was trying to get in contact with him, but I ended up doing it a little late. But
it does make it a little awkward when talking to vendors because at some point you have to be like, okay, I have to let you do your job. There's people waiting.
There's like gradually over time 5 people have congregated behind me while we were just having a fun conversation like normal people instead of me just buying things and leaving. But it was a fun time. You know, MFF is big. MFF is so big, and there's so many people, and it's so busy. I think the changes they made this year were really good ones. I feel like the convention overall was better because just like having more dealer's den is generally a good thing. Having the dealer's den be much more comfortable for just walking around and browsing booths and stuff like that is very much a good thing. And so like it is still pretty overwhelming as far as a convention goes, but despite it being overwhelming, I do think I think if there are like specific furries that you want to meet in person, it's a pretty good one for that just because there are so many people there.
If you want to meet a lot of furries in person for like a minute each, it's perfect.
Yeah. Not the best convention for like spending a lot of time hanging out with a variety of people, but Dog did end up hanging out with Feck and Feck Associates on
Yeah.
Sunday.
In the Sunday zone of no one is allowed in certain spaces anymore. There's no more dealer's den, there's no more game room, etc. Which makes it hard to find places to be.
Yeah. Like, once a lot of the main places to exist close down, there aren't a lot of places that are just like, here's an area with a lot of tables where you can just go sit down and exist for a while. And those places tend to fill up pretty fast. Dealer's Den is big enough for a ton of people, has the trade-off of you spend a ton more time at Dealer's Den. Yeah. For me, that's not as much of an issue. Like, it was an issue this year primarily just because my walking endurance was not as good as it should have been. But like, I used to go to Fan Expo every year up in Toronto. And one of my favorite things to do while I was at Fan Expo, the thing that I would spend most of my time doing is just like walking around Artist Alley and just talking to artists. And so having a gigantic dealer's den is great for people like me to do that.
Alright, I think by next year we're probably playing Commander with Feck. He has gotten severely magicked.
Oh, hell yeah.
It's taking over his body.
Yeah, I will say that it is like it is a bummer that we didn't end up playing Magic with Teddy, which like out of everyone that we could have played Magic with, Teddy should have been the one because Teddy was staying in a room with Colt, and so he was like literally across the hall. But
They were just next door.
but like by the time that there was a good opportunity, you kept leaving during the evenings to go off and do shit. Like you went out for fucking movies and stuff. You went out to hang out with Feck. And so by the time that everyone was actually back at the rooms, everyone was tired and was going to bed.
Have you considered just not getting sleep? Remember the 6-2-1 rule. 6 meals a day, 2 showers, 1 hour of sleep.
Especially this year, that was totally non-viable for me. My body has wanted so much sleep recently. I feel like I have recovered somewhat from that, but not entirely. I was a sleepy bitch. And because you ended up getting back to the room late several of those nights, what would happen is I would go to sleep, I would be woken up by you getting back, and then I would go back to sleep and sleep for the same amount that you did. And so I was just sleeping 4 hours more than you, like, every night.
Bonus. That's bonus, Hat. You don't need that.
That was a lot of sleep. But yeah. More magic at future cons could be fun. Magic is a fun group activity to do.
We gotta get these jokers on Canadian Highland for the community. They're out here playing Commander and it's ridiculous.
How
could be
dare they
playing
want
Black
to involve 4
Lotus.
people in the same game?
They could be playing Mox Pearl.
That's true.
They could be playing Turn 1 of Johnny. That's a cat, man.
I do love playing turn 1 of Johnny Nakatl Pariah.
Card's so fucked up.
That card is super cool and good. I love it. I just want to play Ocelot Pride and a Johnny Nakatl Pariah for the rest of my life.
They made cats the best cards in your favorite color.
And doing the kind of thing that I want to do of like, oh, you want to reward me for like gaining life and making tokens of more cats? Yeah, okay, sure. Sounds great. But like, they're not cool to play because it's just like, oh, playing Ocelot Pride, playing a Johnny, oh, just playing some of the most powerful Magic cards ever printed. Wow, so original. It's like, no, it's because they're cats, I promise.
No one will ever. You're just over there like, I'm just playing a Johnny because he cares about other cats.
Yeah.
It's for my cat kid deck, my cat Typal.
I love playing cats. I can't even fucking play, like, I can't officially play a Johnny in my Miri deck because technically that a Johnny card has a color identity of red and white.
So stupid.
It's so fucked up.
I don't think that would even change after the hybrid change.
No, I don't think so. Just like you're not allowed to play the fucking land that turns into Ormondal.
Oh,
West
right.
Westvale Abbey.
Westvale Abbey.
Yeah, because it's a land, but on the back side of it, its color identity is black because the demon that it turns into is black, and because it's on the same card, both sides of the card technically have a black color identity. Anyways.
You'll be able to play Kitchen Finks, though. That's almost like a cat.
People haven't actually wanted to play Kitchen Finks in a long time. People don't actually give a shit about Kitchen Finks.
It's been like over half a decade.
It's been a while since Kitchen Finks has been relevant. I brought 4 decks to the
That
convention.
was ambitious.
Well, because I had 2 decks, like my 2 favorite decks to play, like currently. And then I had Miss Bumbleflower for Cult to maybe play, and then Cult had Dinosaurs for Acker to maybe play. And then... Oh wait, did I? No. I brought 3 decks, and I had the token box. Right. But yeah, it was like... It was a fun MFF. I had a good time. They're like, aside from the Lumpia story, the Lumpia quest.
The Empanadas was really good.
I'm still upset. But like it was like that fucking comic of like, oh boy, it's time for the weekend. Can't wait to do whatever I want. And then it's him just like lying asleep in bed for 2 panels and is like, wow, what a great weekend. For me, it was, wow, I can't wait for MFF. And it's me buying a cat sticker at a booth and then lying in bed. And then, wow, what a great MFF. Oh yeah, Customs just Customs just let you through without a hassle. Didn't have to show your big ladies to the people at the customs booth. Good work, Teddy. I liked the part where you were too... Yeah, Acker brought so many fucking bags. He had like 4 different bags on him. And I was like, are you even allowed to take that many bags on the fucking train? He had like
What's fucked up is he has a suitcase.
Yeah, he has a
Or
suitcase, and it's a
luggage.
big suitcase that would have fit way more stuff than the 2 duffel bags that he brought. But he had like
Every time I looked, he had like more smaller bags.
he had a
would
backpack, he
fit
had like a hip
nothing.
pouch, he had 2 different duffel bags. He was Acker was going mad with power, and I punished him. I punished him for excessive bag hubris by making him carry some of my stuff back. And then we stole
Carry
his
the
duffel
rocks
bag.
back.
He basically carried the rocks back. He carried the magic decks back.
That's kind of fucked up.
They were like the heaviest thing that I had.
Actor's been working out. He'll be fine. Are you fine, Hacker?
He forgot to bring his fanny pack. Oh yeah, could have knocked that bag count up a bit.
True. Oh, Acker died. Acker died at.
Oh, that's a shame.
That's fucked up.
Maybe I won't make him carry the magic decks next time. Maybe.
There's always necromancy.
So true. And I don't think that's even banned in Commander.
Yeah.
Any other...
Well, the captioner didn't understand because I said it's stupid. Necromancy.
What, it didn't like necromancy?
Well, it didn't like necromancy even less. There we go.
Any other important MFF stuff to talk about that we missed?
I don't know. Pretty much all we did was just go see cool artists in the dealer's den.
And we saw a lot of cool artists. It was great.
Yeah. We
I
say,
am...
howdy, you're our cool, and then we
Yeah.
give them money.
I liked the adult section being more of a section. I liked the dealer's den being more walkable.
I guess some of these were not like artists in the dealer's den, they were just random encounters. We saw Punk Pega a few times, we saw Dozen Daveridge a few times. Said howdy, traded stickers.
Yeah. Got a couple of stickers from random encounters, like the Moth Sprout one. Because Moth Sprout did not actually have a booth. They were just helping out at a
just
booth.
Chilling at the Howl Out booth.
Yeah. Howl Out had some really cool apparel.
Yeah.
Aren't you wearing your Howl Out shirt right now?
I am.
In real
Wolf
life.
does cool art.
Yeah.
I forget what like username they are using currently, but on Twitter they were Isananika. Which is Comanche for Howling Wolf.
Ooh. Neat. Yeah, we got We got many objects, many stickers, bunch of shirts. I got 5 fucking shirts. Yeah, this old guy. Good convention. We'll go again next year.
Yeah,
It certainly helps
because
that.
it's the closest.
Yeah, it certainly helps that we can get over there just with just a like 3-hour train ride, 40-minute subway ride.
I gotta be real with y'all. A&E's better.
Yeah, Annie is a really good con, and I'm looking forward to that as well.
They let me have a stove there. They let
He
me
he can be
go
trusted with a
buy
stove.
Monster there.
Yeah, you can
I
fry
mean, the
bagels
Monster
on the
was still
stove.
overpriced.
Oh yeah, not quite as overpriced as the hotel lobby shop, but
It's grocery store overpriced
yeah.
instead of hotel overpriced. My beautiful buying in bulk online Monster. Nothing can compare to that price.
Spoiled. A&E, yeah, A&E does have like cheap food within walking distance. I think it's still fucked up that some of the Brits were saying that Jimmy John's are the best sandwiches they've ever had. That kind of makes
We
me
were
feel
just
sad for
sad
them.
to hear that.
Yeah. Just like, wow, damn. The sandwich tech in the UK is that bad, huh? Can't beat Jimmy John's?
Damn. Don't y'all have sandwich there? The original?
You can make a sandwich. Like it doesn't have to be from Subway. Oh god, it's almost 80 degrees in my room. I'm melting.
Yeah, the Earl of Sandwich. Why do they only have Subway there? They got the damn royalty of sandwiches. What happens?
How could things have collapsed so far?
What happened to the British Empire?
I think
We've
the
all
sun
been
set on it.
wondering. They lost the sandwiches with it.
Goodness gracious. Beef and piccalilli?
Damn, Piccalilli, don't mind if I do. I love flowers.
Piccalilli, leave a lily. It's just like, get some turkey, provolone, lettuce. Toast the bread.
Take some berries off a bush.
Mustard pickle spread. Oh no. I'm a pickle hater. That's apparently a UK thing. My dad was super into mustard pickles. He might still be, but it's harder to find in the States.
The States love just handing you a pickle. Just on the side, not like integrated.
Bro, fucking Firehouse Subs, one of my favorite sub sandwich restaurants. They I had to fight tooth and fucking nail to get them to not give me pickles. like I would be going there. I went to the Firehouse Subs that was on the Full Sail campus like way too often. Like I went there. I was a regular at that locale, and even the people that knew me, even the people that recognized me, you know, after a while, eventually it was like, oh hey, you want the turkey sub, and I was like yes. Even those people were still trying to give me like 2 pickle spears with my sandwich, and I'm like, I want none pickle,
We
0.
printed too many of these pickles. We gotta give them to you.
Well, one of the things that Firehouse Subs does is allegedly you can buy, not allegedly, my sister did it. You can buy one of the buckets that the pickles came in. Like they buy
They need to
giant
not do that.
they buy giant buckets of pickles, and then because those buckets are branded, you can buy one of those buckets. And those buckets have been washed, they still smell like pickles.
Oh, they don't give them to you with all the pickle juice
No,
in
you
them.
can't buy
Oh, okay.
the buckets full of pickles. They use the
You
pickles.
can't immediately go directly to a Chubby Emu video.
No. Yeah, my sister bought one and then used it as a garbage can. For like as long as we lived in that apartment near Full Sail. Yeah, Firehouse just wants to give away as many pickles as possible because they are in a constant state of having bought too many pickles.
For people that don't know, you can't drink a jar of pickle juice. It will hurt you.
Yeah. You can drink
You
pickle
have to
juice.
limit yourself.
You can drink pickle juice, but not a lot of it. Not the trash pickles. Yeah, like it took months and like regular application of Febreze for that bucket to not smell very of pickles.
Oh yeah, you can use pickle juice and stuff, you just cannot chug it.
Yeah, you can't have a lot of pickle juice. Like, you cannot have a lot of just pickle juice. It will harm you.
There's a lot of ingredients in that juice.
How about unjust pickle juice? If there's stuff in the pickle juice other than pickle juice, like, it is more likely that you can have a lot of it. But just the pickle juice.
You just cannot chug a jar of pickle juice.
Like, you're... Like... It's not great for your throat. But from your stomach onwards, like, best case scenario is you have a really bad stomach day. Sometimes it will hurt you, like, in hospital ways.
What's crazy is you can drink 2 jars of pickle juice.
To
It
offset the
actually
first
cancels each other out.
one. It's a parody thing. Yeah. Like Weird Al. Oh my goodness. I'm I'm looking forward to A&E. I'm looking forward to the next MFF. But man, I am also really looking forward to my holiday travels being over. It can be really nice to just not have a big thing of being away from home and doing a lot of stuff all at the same time. It could be nice to
What
not
if we
have.
got a like third con in there somewhere between MFF and A&E?
God. Well, like that's kind of basically what I'm dealing with of like MFF and then usually going down to Florida to visit family for a week and then I get back and then it's like 3 weeks later A&E.
Well, I mean, this weekend we ain't doing much. We could have done a con this weekend.
Yeah. We literally could have. Maybe there's another con in early January that we could try and fit in somewhere. We couldn't have, we'd be snowed in.
It's fucked up how both of the cons we go to are in the same time in winter.
Yeah. I mean, winter cons are generally pretty good for fur cons. It's good for the fursuiters. Certainly a hell of a lot better than Furry Weekend Atlanta, which is in Atlanta in what, like September or
In
something?
weekend. Maybe I end up
May?
at Euphoria
Jesus
again.
Christ. So humid. It's extremely humid in Atlanta year round. But like it's also just hot in Atlanta most of the year. Like that is the heat stroke convention. Oh, wait, is there one in Arizona somewhere? Like is there a major fur con in like Vegas or something? There probably is.
I want to go to Vegas.
You want to go to
Um,
Vegas?
I don't.
What, you don't want to go gambling?
Jorma's there. That's scary.
I I want to go to I kind of want to go to like Magic Con Vegas or something. I want to go to a Magic Con.
We could go to
at some
Magic Con
point.
Chicago. What are you talking about, Magic Con Vegas?
I kind of want to go to Vegas at some point. It seems neat. It's like it's people describe it as America the ride. Just like, hey, here is like a weird consolidated version of the American experience and also everything's a casino. And like that sounds cool.
We've got gambling at home.
What we have, the gambling we have at home is like Anne's video gaming, and it's like 5 video poker machines and cigarettes.
No, man, just do it on your phone. You can do it at any time. You can do it before going to bed when you first wake up in the morning.
That's not the kind of gambling. If I'm gonna gamble, I want to be in as gaudy a locale as possible. Want to ride the fake ass Venetian gondola? Yeah. I want to see some of the stupid touristy bullshit they have going on.
Is that a tourist location?
Oh,
Las
yeah.
Vegas?
Well, I mean,
Do people...
not anymore, because...
Oh, yeah, they're fucking toasted. I forgot.
Yeah, it's bad. Hey, you know...
Don't worry, it's going to get way worse.
You know how the government has been, like, really excited about not letting people into the country? Yeah, it turns out that the places that really like to have tourists don't like that. And it's bad
They
for
don't like
them.
it when tourism drops like 70%.
It was like 50%, but 50% is so many percents.
That's almost most of them.
Yeah, Florida is also doing pretty bad to my understanding. Like, a lot of the big tourist places are just like, wow, this fucking blows. Our money is gone. And it's gonna get worse. Like, even fewer people are gonna want to come to the States.
All my apes gone.
It's pretty wild. But hey, you know, maybe that makes now, as an American citizen, maybe now is a great time to go to Vegas when they're fucking desperate. Just like
Yeah, dude.
dropping a bunch of prices to try and get more domestic tourism. I don't know.
Maybe they're raising prices.
Apparently, like right now, over the last year, prices have gone up like drastically in Vegas. But I feel like there's
Great.
no way that could continue to be the case if they want to at
Great.
least try and rein in some domestic tourism. Because people in America know that Vegas is dumb gimmick bullshit. But like, people still like to go do the dumb gimmick bullshit, but if the dumb gimmick bullshit costs an arm and a leg, it's like, shit, I can still go on a Disney cruise if I really want to go do some dumb gimmick bullshit. Yeah, and going to Vegas for gambling is like there's less of the appeal there. I gotta put $1 on this sports game. I gotta put $5 on the highlight tournament that's going on. It's fucking crazy, dude. And I mean,
Yeah.
realistically, as far as dumb touristy stuff, like going somewhere to do dumb touristy stuff goes, there's a whole lot of stuff in Chicago that I have not done yet. Going to
Let's see the
Chicago.
bean. You gonna go see the bean, dude?
I don't remember if I saw The Bean. I almost said the official name, but fuck that guy. I almost saw The Bean. Or I don't recall if I saw The Bean or not. When my family did a vacation in Chicago. It was funny. My family vacation in Chicago was like during. It was like late summer, early fall, or something. It was during Lollapalooza weekend, actually, which was completely unintentional because we were not planning on going to Lollapalooza. And as a result of Lollapalooza, several of the parks were closed down because that's where the Lollapalooza was happening. But like, it was crazy just like what existing in downtown Chicago because it being the Windy City is a for real consideration. It if you were in direct sunlight, it was too warm to have sleeves on. Like it was warm. If you were in the shade and if the wind hit you, you needed like a coat. The difference in feeling between being in daylight and being in the shade was so extreme that we had like
They had video game mechanics out there.
yeah, like I was wearing a t-shirt and shorts and we stopped in somewhere to buy a hoodie.
I did not do the card scavenger hunt. I didn't go to any panel. I didn't even learn about this card scavenger hunt. I
Breath
just
of the
went to the
Wild
Hyatt
temperature meter.
twice.
Yeah, that's basically what Chicago was like. But yeah, we I had vaguely recalled that there was the scavenger hunt thing, but I like there were several cards that you had to go over to the Hyatt to get. And I did not go to the Hyatt at all over the course of this MFF.
Yeah, I guess you went over there literally never. Huh?
Literally never. Like you went over there for the movie and to hang out with Feck, and I did not join you on either of those occasions.
Yeah. Oh right, I was giving out stickers this MFF. I did that.
You didn't do enough of it. You've still got a lot of stickers, dude.
Yeah. I was not in the Hyatt enough. That's like the prime place to just like leave stickers on tables and stuff.
True.
Apparently some people were trying to find me and couldn't, so I don't know how to be more findable.
Yeah, I think being more findable is mostly just like existing in a place for prolonged periods.
I do not think that works at MFF.
It worked okay uh for Brendan when he was
Well,
at the con space, people were able to find him. And then he went to that other fucking hotel lobby. And that didn't work
I mean,
out as well.
he's staying there for like very extended periods of time and also has people like trying to get more than just a sticker from him.
True. Good old black market Brendan. Good old getting kicked out of hotel lobbies, Brendan. He's a fun dude. He's a fun dude to hang out with. He rolls with a certain kind of crew. He's got a very particular vibe about him. But yeah, it's a hell of a thing that he tries to do.
It's something else.
Black market. He was selling shit and was not supposed to.
No, he was. It's a bit.
It was a bit.
It's a joke.
But yeah, like I will say one of the upsides to Lumpia Quest, got to spend a good amount of time just like looking at people, and man, fursuits are cool. People have done some crazy stuff with fursuits. There was one guy, I think I was waiting for you to go check out the art show. There was one dude in like he was in full suit for a while, and eventually I think he took off the head part, but he was in full suit doing like string yo-yo and was
Shit.
just like hanging out doing that just for like an hour. And he was able to keep it going in full suit for as long as he was because he had set himself up like really close to a set of doors that led outside. So people would just constantly be coming in and out, and so every time they would, he would get a blast of cold air. Wonder if the fursuiter that was 90% boob showed up again. Oh, there's many of those, and they...
I think Burke's talking about the horse.
Oh, I don't recall seeing the horse specifically, but there were some of the suitors that went to the same horse as the same panel as the horse. There was like a panel last year or a meetup or something of like fursuits with redonkulous badonkadonks and such. And there were definitely some suits that fit in with that crowd.
Damn, I missed the bimbo meetup? Shit.
Yeah. Burke wasn't talking about the horse, but yeah, there are a lot of fursuits that are like that. And I saw several of them. To be honest, I saw more fat ass fursuits than big boob fursuits this time around, but maybe all the big boob fursuits were hanging out at the hotel. And all of the big ass ones were hanging out at the convention center.
Saw Fluffy Spampton.
Yeah, there was a Spampton. There were several Spamtons. I saw 2 King Harkinians. I didn't see a full trio of them. There were multiple Jesus. There were plural Jezi. There were some Deltarune Chapter 3 characters. A certain television showed up.
People really want Spamton to fuck that TV.
I mean, like, that's just in the game.
Yeah, but they're clearly X's. It's
That's
over,
true.
dude.
Like, you know, people want the people want Toriel and Asgore to fuck, and that they're exes.
Yeah, they shouldn't want that. That's fucked up. They're related. They were husband and wife.
Yeah, dude, that's how that works. Just killed the entirety of Bungalow.
Good.
Good. Yeah, there were some TF2 cosplayers. There were some Helldivers. There's always a lot of fun costumes to observe at these conventions. I didn't see a Germa flag this time around. I didn't see a Germa Pride flag this time around.
Well, German wasn't at this con.
Oh, you're right.
He said he was going to go to one con, not every con.
True. He should go to every con, though. It'd be a funny bit.
Yeah.
I think
He's gonna show
FurryCon's...
up at A&E because it's
Oh,
his
hell
beautiful
yeah.
hometown.
Boston, baby. FurCons attract some of the general party crowd because the vibes are right. Don't you have a story about this?
Yeah, that was one of the people at a movie I went to see who just went to FurCons because furries throw better parties.
Like, was not a furry themselves, but was just there to party with furries.
The vibes were correct for them.
One shuttle ride, I heard a couple of people talking about how like different conventions that shared space with FurCons, and just like, you know, cheerleading conventions and all the cheerleaders getting all excited about the fursuits and the costumes and such. I mean, there was a Smash Con where there was a lot of overlap.
That was at like a further confusion and like I think it was a Genesis. So it was like one of the most major Melee tournaments was at the same time and place as a furry convention.
Hell yeah. Also, I'm pretty sure I recognized that shuttle driver who was talking about, who kept saying, you know, have a furry day. I think she was a shuttle driver that we had at last MFF. I think.
Oh, was she the clutch driver that drove real good?
Yeah, I think so. But yeah, a lady that we had as a shuttle driver on numerous occasions was just really into the vibe. Like she was just happy to be there, happy to be shuttling people that were having such a good time, and all the people in fun costumes and such. So, you know, she'd be letting people off the shuttle and have a furry day. There was one point where the shuttle was like super crowded and like we were there. It was unclear if there were free spots remaining on the shuttle, and she stood up and started yelling, just like, "Hey, I'm gonna need y'all to clear up some seats so my furry friends can fit on this bus, okay?"
Hell yeah.
She was very fun.
I'm thinking about that melee overlap more now because there was some video of it where there's like someone in full fursuit like doing a double take and then like asking the melee players like, so what is going on here? Like the fursuiter is the one that's very confused about what's going on. The melee player's just chilling.
At an anime convention, you saw a wolf-link fursuiter and didn't connect the dots that it was a furry. Hell yeah.
Everyone that likes Link is a furry. That's an elf. That's non-human.
It's fucked up that they made Midna and then didn't keep using Midna forever. What if your fairy companion was a sassy imp? It's like, yeah, that's perfect. That's what we need.
They were kind of wild for Twilight Princess.
Twilight Princess is crazy. I wish it were a more fun video game for more of it.
Look, you can't have everything.
Yeah. But yeah. Furry conventions, they're fun. Good time. Me and Dog will generally be going to Midwest Fur Fest and Anthro New England. So if y'all are also going to be there, keep an eye out. You might find us. Might say hi in person.
You can always ask me for stickers.
Yes,
If
Dog.
I'm talking to someone else, you'll make me look so cool and famous.
Hell yeah. Yeah, Dog will at least have stickers. Maybe someday I will also have stickers. Oh yeah, Cult usually does staff at A&E now.
I'm gonna go through Regline like 7 times just to fuck with.
Hell yeah.
I'm gonna give you someone else's ID every time, Cult.
You're gonna have 7 different IDs, none of them yours.
And I'm gonna procure them on site, so you will need to get those back to those people. Look, it'll be out of my hands, Cult. You'll be the one with the stolen IDs.
It's no longer his crime anymore.
And I will leave with their badges, but that's fine. It's funny.
If it's funny enough, it's not a crime that you can punish him for.
Yeah, I didn't say stolen. Don't clip that.
Badge laundering.
You can't prove I said stolen unless you use the proof that exists.
Goodness gracious. All right. I think we ought to wrap things up. It's past midnight, past dog's bedtime.
It's been past my bedtime forever.
True. Upcoming streams. I think I will try to fit in. Oh wait. Let's get the hold on screen music. I think I will try to fit in some Metroid Prime 4 this week. And technically, I believe I will also have the Monday after I get back to maybe do some more Metroid Prime. I want to do Metroid Prime before the end of the year.
Just stream in Florida.
No.
Do a marathon.
I don't think the internet at my mom's house is good enough for me to stream on.
Well, it's time to figure out the hotspot.
Oh no. Yeah, I may have to figure that out for A&E. I guess we'll have to see. But yeah, I'm gonna try and fit in some Metroid Prime. Might do Lost Judgment on Tuesday. Might hold off on Lost Judgment. Might just make this week all Metroid Prime 4 or none Metroid Prime 4. I am leaning towards just doing a bunch of Metroid Prime 4 this coming week because from next Saturday to the following Saturday, I'm gonna be gone. But we've got a little time. We've got some time for Metroid Prime. I'm going to stream Metroid Prime at least once before the end of the year, so that way I can fit Metroid Prime 4 onto the end of year tier list that I like to do. Title the streams MP4 and play random videos the whole time. It's pretty tempting. It'd be pretty funny.
Pretty funny.
Funny joke.
Funny joke.
So yeah, sorry for not having specific plans for this coming week, but me not streaming on Monday or Tuesday kind of threw me for a bit of a loop. Or Thursday. I missed so many streams this week. I'm sorry. But yeah, any big upcoming events that you need to share with the people, LawyerDog?
Yeah, this orb. Check it out.
It's a pretty fucking
Pretty
cool orb.
huh?
That's a cool orb.
I'll probably draw something before the end of the year. Look forward to that.
Hell yeah.
I'll draw a whole picture.
Love to hear it.
That's probably it. I'll draw one picture. That's my December.
That's Christmas.
That's Christmas.
Thanks again for joining me on convention recap stream. It's always fun to have you on and talk about stuff like this. I gotta find more excuses to have you on other than just Mario Party and conventions.
I love video games.
You love all video games, and you play so many of them.
Video games. And you can have me on and I can look at a video game.
So true. I gotta have you on for Lagoon, which I said before I saw that Colt said it in chat, but Colt said it in chat like basically the same time.
So now you can't do it.
Yeah, you're right. Colt recommended it, so I'm not allowed anymore.
Lagoon kinda slaps. Your sword's pretty short in that game.
I hear it's really, really short.
You should play Lagoon so that you can be amazed at how good PJ is at Lagoon.
But yeah, that's a good excuse for it. But yeah, I'm gonna be streaming this coming year, believe it or not, so I got all kinds of cool video games that I'm gonna talk about and stream and show off and share with the people. But yeah, Yeah, even if you're not interested in watching me actually play video games, I'm gonna be doing, like, usually, like, once the year rolls over, within the first week or so of the new year, I usually do a big, usually 2 streams, just talking about all the games that I played in the previous year. So if you like these streams where I don't actually play video games, that's one to look forward to.
Dreams of Aether, sweet.
Dreams of Aether was pretty fucking good. It's gonna be an S tier for sure, spoilers.
It's the only game that came out this year that has Fleet in it.
Well, has Rivals 2 hit 1.0 yet?
No, that's for 2026.
Yeah, so
That's the Fleet game for 2026.
Yeah, so that's true. That Dreams of Aether is the only game with Fleet in it that fully released this year. So that counts.
I fucking forgot that the artist that made Fleet follows me when I started posting about how Dreams of Aether is game of the year because it has Fleet in it.
Hell yeah.
They agreed.
Hell yeah. And they're right to do it, too. Alright. Thanks again, everyone, for hanging out. Thanks again to Dan for the 5 gift subs and $25 donation, and Ash for the gift sub. Who's up? Who's streaming? Where are we dropping? Oh god, everyone's streaming right now. Zeldrick is playing Routine. A Salty Rat is playing RuneScape Dragon Wilds. Digidoggy is streaming Pokemon Crystal. Doppels is streaming Dark Souls. Simple Flips is streaming Mario 64. Oh my god. Permavermin's streaming Hollow Knight. Silk Song.
They made that many Marios?
They made a lot of Marios.
Dang.
But I think I'm gonna raid... No, I was gonna raid Umpuko, but he just went on BRB. I'm gonna raid him anyway. I need to say hi to the sheep, even if I didn't get to say hi in person. Battyba is streaming Lego Dimensions. Oh my god, so many streams! I was not expecting this many streams to be up at past midnight. Goodness gracious.
It's Friday, it's prime time.
It's Friday night. It's always time for fun. Alright. I'm gonna raid the sheep. Thanks again, everyone, for showing up and hanging out and chatting and all that good stuff, and hopefully I will see you all again on Monday for probably Metroid Prime 4. Whoa, big!
Big.
Yeah, hopefully I'll see you on Monday. Have a good one.